Pimp. Luna. Been a while, man. What happened? Luna, where's all the super chats, man? It's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. Luna, where you at, man? Yeah, man. Luna, you should give me some super chats, man. It's been a while. Yeah, man. It's been so long. Luna's the boss, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, man. How about $100 super chat? Yeah, man. How about $100 super chat? Super chat. Luna's him. Luna, where you at, man? Luna. Screw money grab, man. Western Union, do it here. Yeah, man. How about $100 super chat? $100 super chat, Luna. Come on, freaking Luna's the king of super chats, man. Nobody can beat Luna. Freaking Luna's the king of super chats, man. Nobody can beat Luna. Luna. Screw money grab, man. Western Union. Yeah, man. Do like $100 Luna. Luna is the king of super chats. Luna, I'll hit you up afterwards, but do some super chats, man. Yeah, man. Do some super chats. Come on, do $100 super chat. I'll call you afterwards. I swear to God. Yeah, man. Oh, there we go, Luna. Come on, Luna. Do 100 or 200. Luna. Come on, Luna. You can do better than that, man. It doesn't get any better than that, Luna. Doesn't get any better than that, Luna. Ricardo Luna's the master. He is the king. Luna, show him what's up. Do a $200 super chat. Show them what's up. Yeah, man. Show them what's up. You're a mod again, by the way, Luna. You are a moderator. You are the man, Luna. What do you think about that, Luna? Yeah, man. You are the main man. Yeah, man. You are the main man. I gotta start doing live stream some more. It's been so long, Luna. It's been so long. I don't know why I don't live stream anymore. Luna's a pimp. What are you talking about? Yeah, Luna, do a $200 super chat. Come on, Luna. $200 super chat, Luna. Give me $200 and we'll see what I do. 200. Do a super chat. A big one. Where you at? Luna, where you at, man? Luna, where you at, man?
Well, hello, everybody. I know it's been forever. So it feels anyway. I've had a pretty crazy couple of weeks there. I got really sick last week and pretty much just had absolutely no energy to do just about anything. Coughing a lot and all that kind of stuff. So feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully, the next few days will be better. I've got a really busy day tomorrow, so I definitely won't be streaming tomorrow. Most likely, I'm probably going to put up some videos at some point tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. But it's absolutely great to be back. I hope everybody's doing really, really well out there. My studio, as you can see, still isn't finished. Basically, I was just too tired, too sick. So, I'm going to hopefully get into that over the next week or so, all going well. Tom Baker, thank you very much. Right back at you, buddy. Alana Hader, good to see you. I hope you're doing really, really well. I know I've been missing. There's a few reasons why I've been missing. And the first thing is that, of course, my channel was taken down by Chilito Mussolini himself. Because, that's what a free speech activist does. They go out there and they try to stop people's free speech, it seems. But, of course, that didn't work. I got in contact with YouTube, got all that sorted out. And thankfully, any future copyright attempts that he has will go through YouTube first before they get to me. So that's a pretty good thing. I knew it was coming. It was obviously going to happen. And, it was kind of nice to have a little bit of downtime. But at the same time, I got to say, I really did miss all of you guys. Big time missed you guys. Marsh, you're absolutely right. So I when I was out in Boston about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, I was pretty sick the couple of weeks before I went, and then I felt much better when I was there. And then when I came back, it got worse, and then it was fine again, and then I got it again last week. But now I'm doing much better. So it's still a little bit kind of chesty and like a little bit wheezy from time to time, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. But it's absolutely great to be back streaming again. As I was saying before, like, this channel is going to be kind of heading more in the streaming direction anyway. I've got some big plans for the next year or so. we'll wait. We'll talk about that at a later time. Hopefully a new, I am very chesty. I have massive chesticles. So hopefully a new studio, like away from here, really far away from here, maybe, potentially, we'll see. Surgeon General wants to squeeze my chesty. Yes, please. Wharf Bear, you're absolutely right. I do need to give up smoking. I was off the ciggies for about 5 years when I lived in Australia. I'd have the odd one. Still loved my cigars from time to time. And then I moved back to Ireland and there was a lot of stress and I ended up back on the ciggies. So I do need to give them back up. There's no doubt about it. We'll see how we go. We'll try our best. I'm sipping away on the coffee here. And of course, they always taste better out of an Irish Demon mug. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Link in the side chat and all that. All of the merch that's in the merch store right now, a lot of that's going to be coming down over the next few days. I have some awesome new merch, new designs and stuff coming out. So now's your chance. I'll let people know though before. Yeah, prophylactic antibiotics. I actually already got some. The doctor was like, yeah, I probably should get on them now because I've been kind of hit pretty hard with being sick and on and off for a while, but I do need a new chest. And if anybody was the man to make it, it'd be this fella right here, by the way. That's my brother-in-law in law squared or whatever we're calling ourselves these days. Lads, he made something really, really cool. And we're hopefully going to catch up over the next week or two. I was told to stay in bed for the week. That's what my doctor said to me. Got a bit of pneumonia, basically. A little bit of pneumonia. So I'm supposed to be kind of looking after myself over the next few days. We'll see how that goes. Brother-in-law twice removed. I'll take that. That'll do. But it doesn't matter because he's awesome anyway. He's hysterically funny. Literally the funniest guy I've ever met. I mean that. When we were out in Portugal for my brother's wedding, me and Shed Tech over there, oh man, we had such a laugh. We really did have a great time. Yes, of course, I am following the doctor's instructions, currently laying in bed. This is all green screen. But anyway, what can you do? All right, let me grab a few of these chats here that I've saved in the side chat, and then we're going to get into tonight's show. It's going to be hilarious. Surgeon General says, I love Tony for his resting confused face right before absolutely fucking poning an idiot. PhD Tony is what I would refer to simply as a savage. There's no other way about it. How a man can use such beautiful language to tear somebody apart it's remarkable. It's incredible, quite frankly. Commander Darklight's in the house, so everybody better start looking busy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a bad cold going around. There's a lot of shite going around, basically. I had COVID twice. First time was fine. Second time, absolutely kicked my ass. So anyway, August Thor says, who are you? Who? Does somebody walk in? Sorry, my squeaky chair is doing me head in here. Christina says, PhD Tony's a legend. Oh, like 100%. My mom loves PhD Tony, by the way. And JL and Johnny O. She never says anything about me, but yeah, he is a monumental savage. That's absolutely right. Uncle Bullhorn says, I just happen to have my staunch demons glass in front of me. NA beer because I'm on a heavy painkiller, but still great to see you, buddy. And I hope you're doing really, really well out there. Thank you so much for grabbing one of those glasses. Iron Kid 883, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully see you tomorrow night. Let me know. Just not on here. Just text me privately for obvious reasons. It'd be great to see you, bud. Of course, I'm not supposed to go out tomorrow night, but I may. It depends. Depends on how things go. I missed you too, the CIA. Thank you so much indeed. Right. Let me grab a few more of these and then we'll get into this absolute shit show. I was saying basically New York gave us Biggie, Boston gave us Smalley, right? That's what we're looking at over here. This rap, if you can call it a rap, alleged freestyle, and we'll get into that at another point, is horrifying. It's horrifying. It's the worst thing to happen to music since like techno yodeling. It's really, really, really bad. So we're going to obviously have a laugh at that. That goes without saying. Sorry about all the random cables and stuff out here. My Starlink is set up out the front, running a cable in the window because I literally have not had the time or energy to drill a hole through the wall. So I'm going to get that sorted in the next couple of days. And I've been saying that for months, so that's probably not going to happen. Rich Grey Hat, good to see you. I hope you enjoyed our lovely couples trip away on our music venture. But that's nothing compared to this music that's coming up right now. This This rap, it's like Vanilla Ice if the ice was methamphetamine. That's what we're looking at over here. It's really fucking bad. It's like House of Pain. House of Pain in my ear when I heard it for the first time. I couldn't believe it, by the way. Nasty Nathaniel in the house. I gotta hit you up over the next couple of days about a plan for this coming March. We got to get some margaritas. And you're correct. I am very handsome. Thank you very much indeed. I woke up like this. Gypsy Purple says, good morning from Straya. God, I miss Straya. Oh, I wish I was there now. The heat over there now compared to here. Woke up this morning. My car was under an inch of ice. Oh, it was bad. Shiz says, that's Serio, right? Correct, Glenn Serio, on his way back to jail. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Marsha. I do not get enough sleep. You're absolutely right, 100%. Goosebump says, Kane is watching tonight. I think he has another poem, right, Mama Bear? Mama Bear, do send it on. I absolutely love Kane's poem. Hey, there he is. Rod Vickery says, where have you been hiding, grandson? I've been meaning to call you for the past couple of days because I've got so much shit to tell you. You wouldn't believe it. I promise you I will call you in the morning. That's my adopted grandfather there, folks. The boss. I'm going to hit you up tomorrow because I got loads of shit to tell you. Loads of shit to tell you. Oh, man. This man right here even, is my biggest confidant when it comes to YouTube stuff. And yeah, he's awesome. Oh, please do, Rich, please do. If you need any voice clips from me, because I think that would work. That would work really, really well. We'll have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, absolutely, Nathaniel. I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to. House of Pain in the ear. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. What location? Oh shit! You told him about Australia. How did you manage that? Loads of love in the side chat for Kane. That's great, Kane. What a gifted poet, man. Gifted poet. I tell you what, I showed all of my aunties and everything your poems. They were amazing. Really, really great. You did an amazing job. All right. So let me grab some more of these and then we're going to have a look. Shed Tech says, original channel back. Congratulations. Thank you very much. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would, and that was an error on YouTube side. Chili's Blow Up Doll for $2 says, remember a homeless vet this holiday season, IDA. Thank you so much indeed. We're going to be doing a little bit of a fundraiser in the next couple of days. Nothing major, only something really, really small. Something I do every year when I'm in Ireland, obviously now. When I was in Australia, I make up little bags of like toiletries and socks and gloves and stuff like that. And then I just head out around the city and hand them out to people. It's really, really cold right now. So I was just thinking it'd be fun if people wanted to get involved and we can get as many of them as possible. A lot of the charities here are working really hard with homeless people at the moment in particular because it's exceptionally cold here this year. So absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Chili's Blow Up Doll. Nasty Nathaniel says, you're a great man. Let's have a margarita with Kate. Let's do it. I have a plan for you and I. And it involves margaritas and cameras, which I realize automatically sounds terrible, but you know what I'm talking about. Mr. Binklesworth for $5 says, just to clear things up, in spite of what you may have heard on the internet, I am not an incestuous leprechaun, baby. I hadn't heard that. I don't know what you're talking about. It's true, he is. Taco and Yashi for $2 says, hi, ID. Thanks for the live. Got COVID, need distraction. I will hope you get better soon. I've had it twice and it blows. It absolutely blows. As I say, the first time was fine. I mean, not great. Not great. But it was not as bad as I thought it would be. The second time it kicked my ass. It really did. I have been chasing a terrapin. See, I have a theory as to why TurtleBoy is called TurtleBoy. I think the turtle part of it is because he's very reptilian and quite slow. So I think that it suits him perfectly. It really, really does. So yeah, Taco and Yashi, I hope you start feeling better soon. I know it absolutely sucks and you'll get through it, buddy. We'll be here for you anyway to give you a laugh. Christina says, we missed you and I missed all of you too. I really did. It's been a shitty few weeks waiting to see y'all. 10 Kai for $2 says, good to see you back, mate. I hope you feel better. I do feel much, much better. Still a little bit rough, still a little bit under the weather. Like I'll be good for like an hour or two and then bam, I just dip and I have to go to sleep for a while. But you know, I'm getting there. I thought it was a reference to Turtlehead. I was just watching the new Netflix thing with what's his name? Prince Harry and that lady he married. What's her name? Jesus. Meghan Markle. And she was talking about the risk of attacks when they were in London. She said she was turtling. And I was like, that means something totally different where I come from. Fucking hell. Knight of Northern Ireland for $2 says, TTU Lanov, Gurmila Mahagat. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, so let's have a look at this masterpiece. I mean, it's just, I can't believe what I'm seeing over here. Like, here's the thing, right? Who in their right mind, right? A grown ass man thinks, okay, I've just been trolled by this guy who laughs at me a lot for being a clown, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a rap about it. Really? Did you? At what point, right? Like, at what point did you think that's a great idea? I, a small little white guy, is going to go and rap freestyle while clearly reading it the whole way through. I mean, Jesus, Murphy, like you could have at least just learned the lines and made it look like you were freestyling. Jesus, it's quite bad. It's remarkably bad. So we're gonna have a good laugh at this one over here. Stephen Kane's catching up on chipmunk speed. You're gonna have a lot of fun here in a minute. Leprechaun in the Hood too. Yeah, as I said the last time, I never thought that I'd have to go all the way to Boston to meet an actual leprechaun. Now, I apologize in advance for any injuries to people's ears from watching this one. Don't blame me. It's your own fault for listening. But here we go. We're going to watch it through once, and then we'll break down some of the points that he's had on it. Good to see you, Colin. Definitely not Cromwell.
The TurtleBoy keep it real, because I be bringing receipts. This info be coming, but it ain't from the Kremlin. It comes from this Mick, who resembles a gremlin. Number one grifter, they call him the demon. Dude drinks a Guinness with 2 shots of semen. Goes on his channel, runs his cock kisser. If a bitch weighs 250, he be trying to kiss her. He ain't in my league, even his ho-nos. Ain't got a job, so he lives off the donos. Afraid to face me on his whack-ass channel. Like an Irish Alborland without the flannel. He ain't got friends, so he hang out with Shannon. If she dyed her hair gray, she looked like Steve Bannon. Little boy thought that I wouldn't show face to face. Suck my dick, motherfucker, anytime, any place. Ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. That's why you need backup. But I came alone. You's afraid of me, that I'ma give you some stitches. So you needed protection from 2 fat bitches. Kiss my ass in person. Bitch, you was bubbling. Didn't run your mouth and your ass was backstage in Dublin. Only like women if they shape like a cruiser. Friends with K-Peta, but she a child abuser. Millions of American women you could fuck, but all you could get was crusty panties and dumb trucks. Talking
Not
to
you,
them
Colin, the
hoes
other
got
one.
your ass aroused, so you flew across the pond to bang 2 fat cows. She ain't got no job, she's just a train wreck. Sits her ass on YouTube and waits for the welfare check. Crusty panties is nasty, how the fuck did you drill her? Abusing your own kids was not a deal killer. Stuffed it in dump truck, you was in heaven. No one here wants her, but she a Cook County 7. Had your chance to talk shit, but you was a bitch. And why the hell does Kate's face look like Jock Hitch? You said that the DCF reports was troubling, but pretending not to care when you got back to Dublin. When you saved the home, you felt empowered. Nothing to say to my face, cause you was a coward. Begging for cash so you could run to the States. But when your ass got here, you hide from debates. I told you from the beginning, I come in peace. But the only thing you come in is the obese. All you got from Boston was an Applebee's meal, cause I made you my bitch, and I always keep it real. What? Come on!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God, man. Like, whew, that is quite something. I haven't watched it for a few days, so when I see it again, it just, what were you thinking? It's like, do you not know who I am? Come on, man. That was a terrible, terrible mistake making this video. We're going to break it down, some of the stuff that he says in here in a minute, because it's just, it's quite something. And we're also going to have a look at something he put on his community page as well, because I think it's really, really funny. So that was awful, like, quite frankly. I mean, you know, I just don't even know what to say. Like, it's rare that I'm lost for words. This is bad. She says that rap gave me Forrest Whitaker eye. It's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. So what I'm gonna ask you to do in the side chat, buried among the shamrocks, do me a favor. Let's give this guy an epic rapper name, right? So take a rapper name, shift it around a bit. I quite like Notorious Small personally, but that's just me. Let me know in the side chat what you think he should be called. Now we're gonna have a look at it again. I'll show you some things that it kind of reminds me of. I don't know if any of you out there, especially Canadians, will probably know of Trailer Park Boys. He's kind of like Dim Shady. Really Lil Wayne. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let me see. Dim Shady, Lil Turtle. I like that. MC Turtle. Ice Block. Oh, it's like it's supposed to be hip hop. It's more like a hip stop. Like, please stop. Like, this is the terrible fucking thing. I think Notorious Small. Little Turtle. J-Rock. J to the R-O-C. You know what I'm saying? Bootleg Vanilla Ice. Notorious Pig. Notorious Shit. Or just notoriously shit. MC Shrunk Balls. Runs a Wee Wee. Notorious Pig. Oh no, that's Chili's rapper name, Notorious GHB. Oh God Almighty, Tadpole Boy, Peanut Eminem, Meat Whacker rapper, very good indeed, very good indeed. Big Poop, Small Boy Turtle, Dim Shady is great. I think Bust the Nut. Teenage Mutant Little Rapper, Turtle Haze, Ice Melt, Small Boy Turtle, Teeny Turtle. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Crapper from the Block, T-Rock, DJ Jizzy Jerkoff. Oh my God, this is amazing. Turtle Tiny Tugger, MC Incel. Oh, Jesus, lads. Nazy. I like it. Nazy. Excuse me. Notorious Piece of Shit. I like that. Sir Jack Too Much. DJ Degenerous. Method Man. Oh, baby. I think we might have a winner so far. It's between that and Dim Shady, I think. MC Jobby, that's a Scottish person watching anyway. There's no doubt about that. House of Shame, House of Pain in my ear, definitely. Let me see. I know, but it was for the purpose of the joke. It made more sense to say Boston. To be fair. Okay, let me see here now. Fresh Turd of Boston. Wee Rapper Man. MC No Gigs, Notorious Fapper. I like it. Vagina Dryer. Oh God. MC Turtlehead. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Let me see. Poop Log. The Shell. Let me see. Okay, Couch Humper 6ix9ine. Oh my God. Kanye Breast. Lil Dick. That's a rapper, isn't it? Lil Dicky. He's really funny, actually. Dr. Drench. What was the one I had earlier? One came into my head earlier when I was busy. Insane Clown Pussy. That works. Instinct. Very good. Easy Small D. Jesus Christ, lads. And you know, you guys, you're all fake, by the way. None of you exist. You're all bought. None of you exist. Snoop Butthurt. Snoop Dogg shit, more like it. ASAP Runaway. Oh, lads, you're on it tonight. You are on it tonight. MC Little Caps Lock. Oh, Jesus, lads. I don't even know what to say. Like, I knew you guys would pull it out of the fucking bag. Back alley boy. Let me see. Okay, I think we've got a few awesome ones there. Let me see here now. Right. Verbabas says for $2, more poems, please. I'd love to hear some more of those. Night of Northern Ireland for $2 says he's Method Man or Vanilla Ice baby sized. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised he didn't have one of those multicolored microphones that you give kids, you know, like God almighty. I bet his feet were hanging off the floor going like that the whole way. I love that ice baby sized. Oh my God, that's amazing. Adam, good to see you for $2 says, what did I just watch? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, like at all. 10 Kai for $2 says, I can't breathe, wheeze. That makes two of us at the moment, to be quite honest with you. Blaine Dev has become a new member. Thank you so much indeed. And late as usual for $1.99 says, Notorious FAP, fapping all over the shop. Ice Lube, Micro Jock Sock. Oh, lads, you're absolutely nasty tonight. And I love it. I love the pettiness and I love the nastiness. DJ Bullshitter Sir Craps a lot. All right, that I think we have enough. These are awesome. Keep them coming though. Keep them coming. Right, let me just see. I love that little bean. Mama Bear for $2 says tadpole tracks. Oh, lads. Oh, Jesus, Surgeon General. Why do you always do it? I'm not going to read it out, but I'm going to put it up on the screen in the interest of transparency. That is hilarious. I swear to God, I was trying to go with something to do with Run DMC and I couldn't figure it out. That's amazing. That's absolutely incredible. I think that's a winner, but I'm not reading it out because, you know, yourself, like, Jesus, Murphy, man. All right, let's have a look at it. Normal sound.
A lot of shit.
And we'll break it down a little bit because there's a lot of claims made in this here, believe it or not, which don't stand up in reality. There's a fucking surprise coming from TurtleBoy. But anyway, here goes.
Walking on his YouTube streets, but TurtleBoy, keep it real because I be bringing receipts.
Like, look at his face. He's reading something. Like, this is supposed to be a freestyle. He's talking about it being a freestyle. And he's like, he may as well. Now, this is my car registration, but he may as well just be reading it like this and claiming it's a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And like, if he thought it out a little bit more, he would have maybe got a bit of better flow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I've got it downloaded. I can send that to you, Rich. No problem. So, all right, let's read it out here. So, a lot of shit talking on these YouTube streets, but TurtleBoy, keep it real, because I be bringing receipts. Receipts, you say, good sir? Okay, we'll have a look at your receipts here in a minute, won't we? Just goes to show how much of a great investigative journalist you are. And we're going to break that down as well because you made a big mistake there, didn't you, bud? Anyway, so a lot of shit talking on these YouTube streets, but TurtleBoy, keep it real because I'd be bringing receipts, okay?
A lot of shit talking on these YouTube streets, but TurtleBoy, keep it real because I be bringing receipts.
Disinfo be coming, but it ain't from the Kremlin. It comes from this Mick who resembles a gremlin. Why resembles a gremlin? Why not just say who look like a gremlin or something? You know what I mean? A bit more flow to it, bud. I'm not even into rap, but you know, this is the rap game, I believe they call it. So anyway.
This info be coming, but it ain't from the Kremlin. It comes from this Mick who resembles a gremlin. #1 grifter. They call him the demon. Dude drinks the Guinness with 2 shots of semen.
Now, I got to give him that one. That's actually not that bad. It's fucking disgusting. And it goes to the bigger issue with this man. And I said this to him in an email the other day, a genuinely heartfelt email, right? Yeah, fucking proud Mick too. I don't care. He can call me a fucking Mick all he wants. I don't give a shit. I wear it with pride. Absolutely. Fuck him. And his last name is Carney. We don't want him. Don't get me wrong. I know his last name's Carney or whatever the fuck. Adrian Carney, isn't it? Or he probably pronounces it wrong and says Kearney, but it's Carney. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's an Irish last name. He kind of looks kind of Irish. like an Irish guy that was in a bad crash or something. I don't know. He's got like this weird reptilian little face or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate on why he looks the way he does. That's irrelevant. But look, I'll be real with you here, folks, right? I'm Irish, obviously. I've lived here the majority of my life. I spent some time living in Australia. And obviously, I grew up around Irish people and, Irish brothers and everything. For the most part, we're fairly big lads. Irish people, Irish men, we tend to be fairly big. We're not known for being massively tall. I'm just a hair under 6 foot-ish. This man is not even fucking close. So there must be something else in him other than Irish. There's no doubt about it. Because he is too small. We don't claim him. It's as simple as that. He's just not one of us. Unless, of course, potentially he's got some leprechaun in him, which may explain the squeaky voice, the vertical challengedness of his person, and a few other things. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm delighted. I think this is great. It's so much fun. I love it. I love it. Anyway, so number one grifter, they call him the demon. Dude drinks a Guinness with 2 shots of that. I mean, it's funny. Like, it's funny. Fair enough, right? And it rhymes. Good job. But it's disgusting. And I said this to him in a real, genuine, heartfelt email to him the other day. It's like, can you not come back at me and other people without going to the most disgusting sexual shit that you can? Because that's what he does every single time. It's like, dude, this is what teenagers did in high school. Teenagers. Yeah, he's the number one gripper. Like talking about this kind of stuff and some of the other disgusting shit he says here and in every other thing he does. It always goes to this hypersexual and hyper-violent sexual thing. And it's like, dude, come on, man. You're a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? I got a fair few subs off of this, actually. Fair play to him. Yeah, that's true. Irish people on the east coast, a lot of them would have Viking blood. I come from the west coast of Ireland, as far west as you can go without hitting New York, basically. And we're what's known as Black Irish, black hair, dark eyes, usually light-skinned, physically a little bit broader as well from that part of the country. And a lot of that is to do with the Spanish Armada having gone up the west coast, and they basically shagged their way up the west coast. And the original Irish people that lived out there were quite dark anyway. So yeah, the Vikings didn't really get over as far as where my people came from. We just recently got electricity out there. So, it's we're MC Lady Drink in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, excuse me. I'm going to regret this live stream later, but it's worth it because it's a bit of crack anyway. So it always goes to that dark place. He's obviously got some sexual issues, and that's fine. Like, I wish him all the best with that. But like as you all know, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I haven't seen any of it. I have been offered to, and I don't particularly want to see him jerking his gherkin. No thanks. I'll happily go on without that. Ari, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I can't wait to go to Sweden. I'd love to go there. Love to go there. Got our bill from the Scots. Oh, we fecking did. The Scottish people, and I cover this again, are crazy Irish people that said, hey, lads, I know an even rainier place we can go to. That's how Scotland became Scotland. Peggy Harkness has become a new YouTube channel member. Thank you so much indeed. Excuse me. That's going to happen all night, so if you don't like coughing, this ain't going to be the stream for you. So anyway, I sent him that email. I was like, dude, you need to get this shit sorted out for yourself. Because he has this serious mental issue when it comes to sexuality and all that kind of stuff. Because that's the attack he uses every single time. It's like, grow up. You're not a child. Exactly. The Scotty are the descendants of the Irish. Somebody pointed out to me the other day, they were like, I think you'll find that Scotland was called Scotland because the Romans called it Scotia. What does Scotia mean? The land of the Scotty. And what are the Scotty? Ancient tribe from Northern Ireland. So thank you very much. Good night. No hate here. No hate here. We are fairly crazy at times, to be fair. We do have a propensity for craziness in general, horse cockery. divilment, as I would have called it growing up. We are known for our divilment and our shenanigans, etc. So anyway, let's move on swiftly with this masterpiece here. This is the greatest piece of music since Johann Sebastian Bach graced the earth. Like, this is as good as how can you follow this? How can you get any better than this?
Goes on his channel, runs his cock kisser. If a bitch weighs 250, he be trying to kiss her.
All right, so there we go again, right? So who's taking a score here? Somebody take a score in the side chat. We had the previous comment, which was aggressively sexual in nature. That's 1. Goes on his channel, runs his cock kisser. Okay, that's 2. If a bitch weighs 250, he'd be trying to kiss her. I wouldn't call that a 3. We'll leave it at 2 for now, right? And then we have...
He ain't in my league. Even his ho-nos ain't got a job, so he lives off the donos.
All right, so let's break down this one, shall we? Good to see you, Aaron Gordon. Hope you're doing well out there, buddy. Afraid to face me. I flew across the Atlantic Ocean to face you, sir. And you acted like a bitch. You shook and you were terrified at the start. Not of me, sir, but of Kate, and then me later. And that's fine. If this, because you say this in your live stream and stuff like that, you know me. You know what I'm all about. I'll come out and see you again if you want to come out and meet face to face, and we'll have the real conversation. Not the bullshit conversation that we had so that I could get the information from you that I wanted to get. But I'll come and meet you face to face, and we'll have the real conversation. We can live stream it. You and I, you stream on your channel, I'll stream on yours. If you want me to ask you the hard questions in front of everybody, we'll do that. You can ask me whatever you want as well, because clearly you have this incredible information about me, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. Mastro Report says, "Hi, Irish Seaman. I'm not a sailor, actually. I do like ships. Oh, there you go, Stephen Kane. I did not know that. Oh yeah, well, I knew about Alba and Caledonia. It's one of my favorite songs is Caledonia. But there you go. It's funny when any of his trolls come in here, they don't know how to spell. So that's why I think it's all the same bloke. Or else, well, I suppose it takes a certain kind of person to watch this fella's kind of thing. Rich Grey Hat Gregson himself says, "I shipped my pants meeting Irish Demon and he trolled me, so I'll get him back by making a rap." I can't get my head around it either. Like, what were you thinking? Like, seriously, I just can't imagine a situation where I get the shit punked out of me by somebody who's dying sick and just bored. Get the shit punked out of me and then go, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking rap about it. What do you, I'm literally, my gas is flabbered at the moment. Like, I literally can't understand how you thought this was a good idea. Like, Jesus, Murphy. Oh my God. Yeah. Calling somebody a Mick in Boston is probably not a good idea. I have a feeling like that, that wouldn't go down very well. No, I know you're not his troll. Sorry, I know just other people thought you were his troll. That's all. But whenever his trolls come in here, they can never spell, and it's absolutely hilarious. Oh, he's jealous as shit, man. Jealous as shit. He was convinced that Kate paid me to fly out there. She didn't even know I was there until the day I got there, as far as I remember. Nobody did. I didn't even know I was there until the day I got there, because I literally left the next day. So, you know, it's just funny. It's a bit of crack anyway, as they say. All right, let's listen on. All right, so he says, "Afraid to face me" on his whack ass channel. All right, so I've been off air for 3.5 weeks, so algorithm is not going to be my friend for a week or two. There's 620 of you out there now. Now, let's see how whack ass this channel is when I ask you all out there to completely spam the side chat with Shamrocks right this second. Let's see how fucking whack ass it is right now. Oh, that's awesome. Sumi has gotten a Jesus feckin' Murphy mug for her husband. That is awesome. Shedtech says, "Be careful. Next week he'll try and insult you with an interpretive dance." I would give anything to see that. Oh, it would be amazing. Look at all those Shamrocks in the side chat, lads and lassies. You don't get that from a whack ass channel, do you? No, you don't. Literally spelled out Shamrocks. Legend. that's how whack it is, you know, because that's what fake subscribers do, isn't it? They bomb the side chat with fucking shamrocks. Anyway, so he says, like an Irish Al Borland without the flannel. I do wear flannel from time to time, but I do not know who Al Borland is. So I'm going to Google that right now. Al Borland. Hey, what's wrong with that? Oh yeah, I know that guy. That's that guy from Home Improvement, isn't it? He's like manly man. What are you talking about? Al Borland, beautifully bearded, lovely hair, very similar eyebrows to me. Different color eyes now, to be fair. I've got bigger, juicier lips. But otherwise, we're roughly the same kind of shape. That's like ultimate max man right there. Thank you so much, TurtleBoy. I appreciate the kindness. Oh yeah, Tim Allen. Yeah, I remember Tim Allen. Good to see you, Jerry Ann. Fantastic to see you out there. I was looking forward to seeing you again. So thank you. So if I wore a flannel right now, I'd be like Al Borland. That's the nicest fucking thing that anybody's ever said to me. Thank you so much, bro. My beard is slightly better than Al's, though. Al's is a bit different shape, but we're in the right ballpark. We're in the right ballpark. Thank you so much, bud. All right, let's listen on.
Afraid to face me on his whack-ass channel like an Irish Al Borland without the flannel. He ain't got friends, so he hang out with Shannon. If she dyed her hair gray, she looked like Steve Bannon.
So, ain't got friends. I'm not a child, right? So I don't have to be like, I actually have loads of friends. But I do. I'm very lucky. I've got some fantastic friends around me here online, but also in real life. And look, here's one in particular, real life friend, leducator in the side chat, lads and lassies, absolute legend. I don't care what this guy thinks about me. I don't care at all. I just find it really, really funny. Like, it's literally just a laugh to me. This guy talks about me not having friends. This guy, I know for a fact, literally has no friends. Like nobody likes this guy. And so when I went out there and I was all nicey with this guy, he was like, friend. There, look, another one. Absolute beyond a friend. He's like a Team Skeptic's like a brother to me. I wouldn't be here right now doing this video if it wasn't for him. Because when the shit hit the fan and I was tired and fucking irritated with YouTube and everything, Team Skeptic is the one that pushed me through and got me to where I am today. And I owe a lot of that to him. He's an awesome friend. And he's like a brother to me. I mean that. Shiz, another real life friend. Kate, others, loads of fucking people. Tons of people out there that I've met in real life from here. Christina, another awesome friend. Like, there's too many of you to even name out there. There's too many of you to even name. And it just goes to show. You see the interaction that we have here on this channel, not just with me and you guys, but between all of you together, the amount of support I've seen all of you give to each other in real life. The plot hole, Johnny O, another real life friend, literally sat at the man's table and ate a beautiful meal that his wonderful wife made for us. That's real life friends right there. JL Warren, we've met up in person a bunch of times. Colin, definitely not Cromwell. Frank Perry, another awesome friend. So shove that up your arse. Shove that up your arse. How about that? And there's literally too many to name. There's literally too many of you guys to name right now. It's amazing. But anyway, moving on. So he ain't got no friends, so he hang out with Shannon. What the fuck is wrong with that? She rocks. If she dyed her hair gray, she'd look like Steve Bannon. I feel like you only said that because it was the only thing that you could find to rhyme, which I'm not surprised about. Anyway. Little boy. Hold the fuck up. Little boy. I've been accused of being a lot of things in my life, sir, but little is not among them. Sometimes I wish I was. Sometimes I wish I was littler. I used to be way, way, way bigger than I am now, I should say. And then I was, because I used to be really small. I was 7 pounds, 2 ounces one time. But little, how very dare you, sir? That, talk about the pot calling the kettle, whatever the fuck it calls it. This guy is tiny. His little features. He's a shrunk down man. Like, and I'm not saying that to be nasty. Maybe I am. Fuck it. Who cares? But bloated Merb. Are you calling me bloated Merb? Oh, lad. I like Merb. Merb's funny as shit. But I am handsomer than this man. I'm prettier than this man. But this fella, this little guy over here, I could have sat him on my lap when we were having this chat. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I'm not quite 6 foot tall. I'm not far off it. He is no, he's not. Sorry. He's 5'6", 5'6.5", maybe. And I don't care. I don't care. Like, he can be small. I don't give a shit if he's small or not. But don't come in there and call me small, little man. He's so cute. He's so little. I mean, it's the first time I've ever sat in a bar with a man who had a pint of some lady drink in his hand, right? You take care, educator. Stay safe, brother. He had a pint in his hand. It's the first time I've ever seen somebody drinking a pint while sitting in one of those booster chairs. That's all I'm saying, all right? I'm not being mean. Let me see. Oh, the bagel guy. I have seen that, Johnny. That's absolutely hilarious. Then don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. You can... This is the beautiful thing about the internet. You can also fuck off and go somewhere else if you want to. It's fantastic. It's a great option. But anyway, little boy thought I wouldn't show up face to face. I said it to you. Props for you for actually showing up. And then, listen.
Boy thought that I wouldn't show face to face. Suck my dick, motherfucker, anytime, any place.
I would rather take a big swig of napalm than do that, good sir. Again, what is with this sexual aggression with me? If you fancy me, which evidently you do because you want me to fillet you, then that's fine, man. Like, I appreciate it. I'm flattered, but you're not my type. Allegedly male and really, really, really small. Like, not my type. And that's fine. If I'm your type, that's fine. Like, go for it, man. Like, I'm happy for you. You live your best life, bro. Whatever. I support you. But I'm not attracted to you. And I would rather not have anything to do with your little chilito over there. Yeah. Anyway. So ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. Okay. No, you're not. You are simply not. Because let me tell you, I've stood next to you. You're not grown. That stopped at about 14 and a half. And I'm sorry for you. The other reason you're not grown is because you know what grown men don't do? They don't rap on the internet when they get angry. What were you thinking, man? If you had emailed me and said, hey, do you think it's a good idea for me to rap? I would say absolutely fucking not, but please do it anyway. Oh, Jesus. Oh, lads. And he hasn't put anything up on the internet for quite a while. I don't know if it's over what happened with me the other day. I don't know. It could be the fact that he's getting really busy now coming up to Christmas, just like all the other elves. But anyway, so ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. No, you're not. That's why you need backup, but I came alone. Okay. You usually do come alone, but that's besides the point. I didn't have backup. I was dropped there by somebody. With the greatest respect to the two ladies that were there, they wouldn't exactly be the greatest backup in a fighting situation. I'm literally twice your size, arguably much more capable than you are. I'm not afraid of you. I don't need backup. I simply don't. I was waiting about 20 minutes for you to get there, and the girls were waiting outside, and then you came along while they were getting bored and came in because it was freezing cold outside, and they came in to get food or a drink or whatever. I don't need backup. Not that I feel like I need to explain myself to you, but I want to break this down. You also brought your girlfriend or whatever with you as backup. Now you say, excuse me, you say that you asked me for permission to bring her in. That is true, but she was already there though, wasn't she? Be a shame if somebody knew that for an absolute fact. Just saying. Anyway, so I ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. That's hilarious. That's why you need backup, but I came alone. I've heard about the videos. Again, I haven't seen them. I've heard about the videos. And I know you come alone, and that's fine. Randy says, bite your tongue, Irish Demon. I'd take Kate and Shiz as my backup any day. No, I'm only kidding. I absolutely would. They're OG. The two of them are OG. Yeah, you don't need to fear when they're there. Shiz says he got fired because he's a creepy weirdo. I know. Oh God, I heard the stories. Let me see here now. Argot, I'm going to have a wild guess that you, sir, are an Australian. Says the Boston Rock Spider. God, that was a scary word where I used to work. He was a teacher, believe it or not. He was a teacher. Yep. And it's interesting why he's not, by the way. He has his own story as to why he's not. And technically, it's technically true in some ways, but not the way he told me. Not the way he told me. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards.
Ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. That's why you need backup. But I came alone. You was afraid of me that I would give you some stitches.
Really? Okay. Look, I'm not trying to be some internet tough guy or anything like that. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. Again, I'm about twice this man's size, like physically, weight, like mass, everything. I'm about twice this guy's size. I've spent since I was 18. When I turned 18, I became a bouncer. And I worked in some hectic jobs in Australia, like in the shit all the time. I've dealt with way bigger, but that's not hard, to be fair. I've dealt with way scarier guys than this. I don't mean creepy scary because he's got that down. But I'm not afraid of people like him. I was a bouncer since I was 18. I'm not afraid of anybody like this. This guy just gets yeeted. This guy thinks he can give me stitches. Okay. Maybe if you were a nurse, but other than that, I'm not worried. Like, use afraid of me that I would give you some stitches. Cool story, bro.
So you needed protection from two fat bitches.
So you needed protection from two fat bitches. So I needed protection from whoever those random fat bitches that you're talking about is. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is he indeed medically qualified to give me stitches? Or does he mean that he's going to cut you? I mean, maybe my ankles, like if he could reach, I'm not really sure. I mean, hey, I'm just going to put this out there. I know I got angry before, and that's fine, right? Like I have gotten angry with this guy before. And I'm not going to do the whole, I'll meet you up and fight you. However, I will say this much, like what I'm doing with, myself and Chili are supposed to fight for $10,000 for charity, right? But he hasn't responded for whatever reason. And that's fine. I told him I'd fly him out here. It would just be a boxing match, straight up boxing match. Cards on the table. I used to do boxing. I used to kickbox. But I'd be talking straight up boxing match or MMA if that's what he wants to do. I'm not an MMA guy. I watch MMA. I love MMA. But I'm not an MMA fighter as such. I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, nothing major. But I was talking about doing a stand-up fight, me versus Chili, boxing, 3 5-minute rounds for charity. I haven't trained for years, but I'd be willing to do it. And that's it, you know. I would do the same with this guy. If he wanted to have a charity boxing match for charity or whatever, you know, because he's given it the whole tough thing. I don't need to. I don't care. I'm not afraid of this guy. Obviously, I'm not afraid of this guy. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to fucking smack. Like, no, I don't need to. But realistically, if he wants to talk all the toughness and all the rest of it, if he's willing to go and do a charity boxing match, fine. You know, he said about fighting me before and now he's talking about giving me stitches and what have you. Like, at the end of the day, if that's the case, then let's put the egos aside on it and let's just go and have a boxing match for charity. You know, I'll come out there. We'll find a gym, get some people in, do a boxing match for charity. The live stream it, people can donate to charity or something. Oh, I know what that is. That's definitely going to be, shite in a bucket. That's a great video. That's a fucking fan. That's classic. But yeah, no, seriously, it offers on the table. We can do it in 3 months, 6 months, or a year, or whatever you want to do. We'll do a charity boxing match. And then we can put this whole internet tough guy giving me stitches bullshit to one side. And there you go. Let's do that then. Because I've got one supposed to be fighting Chili. Haven't heard back from him. I'm not surprised. Not that he's afraid of me or anything, but he doesn't want that action again because of what happened before when he got punked. The last time he said he was going to fight me and other people. And of course, when he was supposed to fight Chad Gu and he backed out like a bitch. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, no, they talk about getting in the ring and fighting for charity and stuff, but they will not do it. I will show up. Absolutely. And if he wants to do that, I'll do that. Like we can, I'm not sure what the laws are in Massachusetts. I know if we did it here, there'd be certain limitations on what gloves we could use. And in Ireland, you'd have to wear headgear, which he usually wears off air anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no, seriously, I would definitely, oh yeah, Dog the Almighty. Let's do it, man. I'm down for that. But yeah, we can pick a good charity that we both agree on. Do a 3 5-minute round or 5 3-minute round display fight or something like that, just for charity. And then you can show everybody about your stitches and all that lovely stuff. Yeah, let's do it for charity. Let's do it for the kids.
Kiss my ass in person. Bitch, you was bubbling. Didn't run your mouth till your ass was back safe and double.
So kiss my ass in person. Bitch, you was bubbling. I don't know what bubbling is. Kiss my ass in person. I don't know. From the recording that I may or may not have, there was no ass kicking. I was just not mean to you. That's all it was. I was literally just not mean to you. Yeah, I didn't kiss your ass at all. Just being nice to another human being is not ass kicking. Then he says, didn't run your mouth till you was back safe in Dublin. I ran my mouth like an hour after you went live talking about how great the meeting was. And I was like a mile from you. So yeah, cool story, bro.
Only like women if they shape like a cruiser.
So I don't know what a cruiser is. It could be a type of battleship. It could be a police car. It could be people who like to go out and have multiple interactions sexually with other people is also known as a cruiser. What else is a cruiser? Type of bicycle, motorcycle. Harley Davidsons are cruisers. Other than that, I don't know. Friends with Kay Peter, was she a child abuser? This is a diss track about me, and somehow it just keeps going on about Kay Peter. He's obsessed with that lady. He's obsessed with that lady.
Friends with Kay Peter, but she a child abuser. Millions of American women you could fuck, but all you could get was crusty panties and dumb trucks.
Again, hypersexual, and it's like sexual aggression with this guy as well. He's obviously very, very angry at women and stuff like that, because it seems like any woman who goes against him, he goes after them in this mad, violent sexual rage. To be fair, in this case, in the form of a diss rap, I think is what this is meant to be. But anyway.
Talking to them hoes got your ass aroused, so you flew
again
across the pond to bang 2 fat cows.
And again.
She ain't got no job. She's just a train wreck. Sits her ass on YouTube and waits for the welfare check.
So this guy talking about jobs, right? So now he does not have a job as far as I'm aware. Now, I haven't worked for somebody else in about 2 years. I've worked for myself for the last 2 years. I don't just do YouTube. I do other things as well. I've got smaller side businesses, new ones coming up, like a few different things that I do. So I work for myself. I'm quite happy, quite comfortable. And, it's my own business, what I do for my own living. It's the same for everybody else. But if you're going to go out there and start swinging at people about their jobs and their lifestyles, you might want to have a look at yourself first. Like, he's talking here about not having a job. Again, as far as I'm aware, he does not have a job and hasn't had one for a while. Talking about her being a train wreck. This man is a train wreck. Look at his face right now. Like, this man is a human train wreck right now. My understanding is she's not on welfare. He talks about being in Section 8. I know for a fact that's not the case. So, yeah.
Crusty panties is nasty. How the fuck did you drill her?
I didn't. Let me tell you this. I met Kate in person quite a few times now. She is awesome. She's such a sweetheart. But by fuck is she tough. Tough as shit, man. Like, she really is. And she's not not afraid of this loser. Because that's what this guy is. He's an absolute loser. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just being real. Yeah, exactly. He sent naked photographs of his own kids to people. I mean, Jesus, like what is going on with this guy? And again, it has to go straight back to this hyper aggressive sexual stuff. I don't understand why it has to be that way with this guy.
Abusing your own kids was not a deal killer. Stuffed it in dump truck. You
again with the hypersexual.
was in heaven. No one here wants her, but she a Cork County 7.
Okay, so calling somebody a Cork County, we don't say Cork County. We say County Cork. Again, that's neither here nor there. Being a 7 in Cork is fucking epic. Let me tell you why. Cards on the table. Irish people, Irish women are beautiful. I'm just telling you straight up. Literally known the world over for being absolutely beautiful. So being a 7 in Cork is a fucking amazing thing to say about somebody. So thank you so much for being so kind. Anybody who's ever been to Ireland will know Irish women are absolutely beautiful. So being a County Cork 7 is fantastic. I would be delighted if I was a County Cork 7. County Cork would have flowed better. Thank you. But he's too stupid to even look it up. Yeah, Irish babes, beautiful. Crazy as shit. Crazy as shit. But there you go. Cork County 7. That's a nice thing to say. All right, so anyway, here we go.
Had your chance to talk shit, but you was a bitch.
What? So, sorry, I'm literally stopping on purpose, but like, so, had your chance to talk shit, but you was a bitch. So I'm not sure why he's using that language in that way because, anyway, he's like putting it on, which is kind of sad. But anyway, had your chance to talk shit, but you was a bitch. So again, I know it's a bit much for your brain, and that's fine. There was a very good reason why I spoke to you the way I spoke to you on the day. The whole point of it was to get the information out of you that I wanted, which is exactly what you gave me. It's exactly what you gave me. So it worked. Now, if you want me to come and talk shit to your face, I'll come and talk shit to your face. No problem. And you know I'll do it as well. That's the thing. You know I will. But I know you won't turn up for that. You turn up when you thought I was all nice. But I guarantee you wouldn't turn up any other way. You're not worth my time. But yeah, I'll do it. No problem. I don't care. Do you think I'm afraid of you, little man? And why the hell does Kate's face look like Jock Itch? So again, I sat across the table from Kate multiple times over the past month or whatever. What you're talking about right here is just simply not true. And on top of that, again, why does it constantly have to go back to talking about Kate, talking about women's appearances, being, and I'm not some like liberal snowflake or whatever the people will call me for saying this kind of shit, but it's the truth. Like, why do you have to go after these women sexually as well? It's really fucked up, man, that's why you go that way. That's why you go that way. You know, you're talking about being intelligent, that you're more intelligent than us and you're this, that, and the other thing. Yet all you can do is go after these women talking about really hypersexual shit and being just disgusting about it. So there you go. Peggy Harkness says super chats do not work, so don't waste your money. Peggy, how many times do we have to do this, darling? You know I love you dearly, but how many times do we have to do the same thing over and over again? I don't read them out as they come in. I read them out in batches as we go. So please, just have a bit of patience, guys, all right? Just have a little bit of patience. The trolls are here, folks. The trolls are here. He must have just found out that I was streaming. Good to see you, Adrian. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, had your chance to talk shit. If you want me to come talk shit to your face again, I'll do it. No problem.
Why the hell does Kate's face look like Jock Itch? You said that the DCF reports was troubling.
I said that the DCF reports that you showed me were clearly bullshit. I literally said that. But anyway.
But pretending not to care when you got back to Dublin. When you saved at home, you felt empowered. Nothing to say to my face because you was a coward.
Again, I would have no problem saying to your face any of this stuff. And you know full well that I will do it. 100%. Like, No problem. Any fucking time, any place. You know that. You know that. You want to go out there and do your little diss track? That's fine, buddy. It's adorable. But oh God, I don't want to see his angry jack off videos, please. Oh God, no. No way. Horrific. Yeah. Kate was standing right next to him and he was too afraid to even look at her. Like, he was too afraid to look at her. She got stuck right in. She got no fear. And then he was like looking away and he was like this. He was so shook. He was so shook, Adrian. Come on, man. You can do better than that. And then he waited till Kate was gone and then he started talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking unbelievable, man. Complete pussy. Unbelievable pussy. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. Are you talking about giving me stitches and all that kind of stuff? Cool. Do it in the ring in proper conditions for charity, preferably. Hello, yeah, whiskey drinking bog trotter. That's what I'm talking about. Marsha says he's so extremely jealous of you being around the world and actually in the last month alone, and he's done jealous. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I've been very lucky. I've not always had it easy in my life. I've had my struggles, you know, had been through bad times and all the rest of it. I've worked very, very, very hard. Delicious, the beautiful Delicious. Good to see you, darling. I worked very, very hard. I lived abroad for 5 years, 6 years, worked my ass off to be able to put my own money that I earned into businesses and other things that I've done. I've made some very good investments over the past couple of years. And yeah, I'm very happy and very comfortable. And I'm sorry that you're jealous, Adrian. You can do better than that, bud. You can. So anyway.
Begging for cash so you can run to the States. But when you ask out here, you hide from debates.
Now, he may be a master debater, but I am a cunning linguist. And that's exactly what I did on the day. That was the plan going in there. I was going to get him to say what I wanted him to say. And that's exactly what he did.
I told you from the beginning, I come in peace. But the only thing you come in is the obese.
Again, with the sexual anger. It's just anger. That's what it is. It is sexual anger, you know? And that's sad. It's sad that you have to live that way, man. Let's get a load of shamrocks in the side chat. He's a sex goblin. Yeah, I heard him say that, calling himself a sex goblin outside of a school. What is with this guy, man? What is with this guy? Ah, fucking hell. And hey, Zachariah Hooper, I was just literally talking about you before I came on live. I was telling my brother about your car. You know what I'm talking about? Because myself and my brother were talking about a similar thing the other day and how good it feels to do what you did. Good on you, buddy. I wanted to say that to you. Anyway, let me grab a few of these super chats before we finish this portion of the show. The Truth in Astronomy, great to see you for $5, says, OMG, I was that constipated turtle at the end of that bad rap. Rapper name, squeeze it out. I like it. Mr. Binklesworth, $2, says, for the Black Irish, thank you so much indeed. Sandy D, thank you very much for $10, says, people like TurtleBoy and Chili don't realize how lost their message gets due to the way they talk and refer to other people. The negative overwhelms any positive. No one wants to listen to them. That, excuse me, sorry. That's spot on. I can be a little bit crass sometimes. I can be a little bit nasty sometimes or a bit petty. It's all, and everybody knows it's all in good fun. When the shit gets real and things get serious, then yeah, I'm serious and I am who I need to be at that time. I'm a comedian. I make jokes. I like to have fun. This guy's just nasty. That's the difference. I'm not a nasty person. I'm a nice person generally. I try to be as nice to people as I can be, and I try to look after people and have a bit of fun with people. And I make cranky jokes sometimes, and it's a bit of fun. That's all it is. Just a bit of crack. But this guy's just nasty because he hasn't got the intelligence to just be funny. I'd respect that, but he doesn't have that. It's just not in him. Gypsy Purple's married to a Black Irishman. Awesome. She says tuberculosis is a more tolerable TB than this guy. No, not that kind of crack. I made that mistake with a cop out in Cincinnati. Johnny D says, Dia Gwit, Demon Makara, Gurmila Mahagut and Dias Margaret to you, buddy. Yeah, when I was out in, so crack, CRAIC in Irish just means fun, having the crack. When I was out in Cincinnati, I know loads of you have heard the story. You're like, oh, not the fucking White Claw story again. I knocked back a load of White Claws, not this size one, the big one. And I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not much of a drinker, but I had like 6 of these big versions of White Claw. I had no idea what White Claw was. I thought it was just slightly flavored fizzy water, which is one of my favorite things to drink. Learn how to spell the true patriot before you try to abuse other people. Good job. Bo Dogs reporting for Judy, General Irish Demon Army. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you. Anyway, so I drank 6 of those, 6 of them, the big ones in a row, without realizing that they were alcoholic. And again, I'm not a drinker, so I'd have the odd bit of whiskey or whatever here and there, but I'm not a heavy drinker. And I knocked them back, and it was really, 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 really hot. And I was absolutely smashed, like immediately. And I was walking around by the river in Cincinnati, beautiful down there, by the way. And I went up by the baseball stadium, and they had the road closed off, and I didn't realize it. And I was walking along the road, and a cop came up to me and was like, sir, where are you going? I was like, I'm just going down here. He said, why? I goes, for a bit of crack. And of course, he thought I meant the powder type, like the type he likes, as you can see on his face right now. But no, I meant having the crack. And he was like, sorry, crack? And I was like, yeah, having the crack, like, you know, having a bit of crack. And he was like, he couldn't believe what I was saying. And it just hit me. And I was like, hold on. What I meant to say was the crack, as in fun in Ireland. And yeah, he thought it was really funny, and he let me go. I mean, he didn't detain me or anything, but he was like, oh, okay. He just laughed, and it was fun. It was good fun. Shiz says, TurtleBoy tactics. Number 1, attack children. Number 2, sexualize women who go against them. And number 3, call everyone obese. Exactly. Silly Wabbit. I saw your super chat coming in. I'm going to read it out here in a minute, and we'll have a chat about it. Hit me up on email. We'll have a chat about it, see how we can deal with it. But thank you so much for that, Sandy D. Really appreciate it, and you're absolutely right on that. Valkyrian J for £10. Thank you so much. Says, they say legends never die, but you, Skeptic, Kate, Shiz, will always be remembered by communities and members that support each and every one of you. Hashtag TTU. Thank you so much indeed. And you're absolutely right. And this is the thing. Like myself, Shiz, Kate, Team Skeptic, Johnny O, JL Warren, anybody who's involved in this group of fucking mad bastards that we have here. We all love each other. We all care about each other. We all have a great laugh together. We're all on the same page, and we're all nice to each other. We rip on each other, but we love what we do, and we love hanging out with each other and having a good time. And we take care of each other when we need it. And that's what this whole thing is all about. And that's what he will never understand. And he'll never understand what that kind of mutual respect and love that we can have for each other is all about. And that's what it all boils down to. And he can never experience that. That's why he's so angry. Edwin Wickham for $5 says, in my opinion, you should have broken his nose when you had the chance. Look, he didn't give me any reason to assault him. There was one or two things he said where I got angry as shit. I'm not going to lie. You take care, Shed Tech. See you in a couple of weeks, buddy. But I never felt the need to assault him at all. Like, not at all. I mean, I wanted to. I'm not going to lie. He's got a very punchable face, but that's not who I am. Like, I'm not just going to go up and nut the guy, which again means a headbutt where I come from. But like, you know, I had no reason to want to put my hands. There was a few things that he said that made me really fucking angry, like clenching fist angry. And he seemed to recognize that and immediately back down. It's all in the recording anyway. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to just go up and hit him unless we have a sanctioned boxing match for charity. Again, that's not some tough guy like, I'm going to go out and fight you. It's not like that at all. It's literally just a matter of, if you're talking about me being afraid of you and you giving me stitches, let's do a charity boxing match and put it all to rest. And we'll shake hands after it and hopefully be able to move on. That's all it is, you know, but I don't think it's going to work that way with this guy, but that's okay. All right. So we have Paul Morrison for £2 says he's right about something. He does come alone. Absolutely no doubt about it. really angrily as well. Bears Mama for $5 says, I truly appreciate you, Kate Shiz, True Yorker, another legend, Team Skeptic, the TTU and IDA for helping me through some tough times. Thank you. Carly Cholito on TB, go fuck yourself. Thank you so much, Bears Mama. I really do appreciate that. And I'm glad that we're able to give people a laugh and have a bit of fun and just have a good time and make each other happy and have a good crack. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And that's what I love about this community, because I not only I love to make people laugh. It's who I am. I've always done it. I used to do a bit of stand-up. I used to do a lot of acting and comedy and stuff like that. And I love making people laugh. But I also love being made to laugh as well. And I get that so many times reading the side chat, reading your comments later on. It's awesome. Zero Dark Tony, you are my, oh shit, I can't say you're my favorite, Tony, because we got PhD Tony in the side chat. You are my co-favorite, Tony, with PhD Tony. And I'm sure there are other ones as well. We have Peggy Harkness for $5 says, when I was a kid, Cruiser was an expensive, nice ride. Exactly. Little Cruiser bicycles, or in my case, Harley Davidsons. The True Patriot said, this leprechaun has no business calling anyone a loser. Well, I fucking did. So shove it up your arse, basically. The True Patriot again says, Irish seaman, whatever a seaman is a coward who punked out. Still no recording? Oh, there is a recording, sir. Yeah, exactly. WDWLTV says, coward waited until you left her on his mouth. Of course he did. Of course he fucking did. You know what I mean? What can you do? What can you do? Alrighty. Tina Betro for $5 says, he's a bottom dweller. He has no idea how to act around or talk to women. No, he doesn't. Or men, for that matter. The man could not look me in the eye. He could not look me in the eye. It is so weird to me. Now, I know some people with certain things, certain people with autism or other issues may find it difficult to look somebody in the eye when they talk to them, but this is pure weaselness, if that's even a thing. That's what that is with this guy. He's just a weasel. That's why he can't look you in the eye. He's not a real man. He might have the equipment, shrunk down version of it, but he's not a real man. As simple as that. Anyway, you're absolutely right on that, Tina. Iceblade 065 for $5 says, Irish, I would gladly fight you for charity. I will even wear a chili mask. Oh, sir. I'd be down for that. I would do anything, just about anything for charity, give or take. I'll take an ass whooping for a charity. I'll take an ass whooping for the kids. I will. No problem. But preferably just fun, 70% or 65% sparring or something like that. But with this guy, I'll go 100% with him for charity. Of course I will. And I'm not going to do it to make a fool of him or anything. I mean, it'll probably happen, but that's neither here nor there. I'll just do it for fun. Silly Wabbit, this is an important one for $10. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you again for your comment the other day. That meant an awful lot, because it takes a lot to kind of not to own up or anything like that, but to realize when people aren't trying to give you a hard time and things like that. I really appreciate that, by the way. But Silly Wabbit for $10 says, this could have went to another channel, but you're more worthy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm getting doxxed tomorrow. So I understand you're getting doxxed by TurtleBoy. Is that true? If that's the case, drop me an email to irishteam@gmail.com. We'll have a chat about it off air, and we'll talk about why. I'm guessing that he realized that you, in probably in his words, switch sides. I don't necessarily believe in switching sides or anything like that, but I've got a feeling that he realized that you weren't too happy with him anymore, and then decided to just go on the offensive against you. Correct me if I'm wrong. And thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Peggy, $5. No, I wasn't having a go at you. Because I love you to bits. And I do, because you've been around since day dot. Since before I was even able to get super chats, you've been around. Says, sorry, I'm just an old Irish lady and needs instant gratification response. I will try my best for you, my darling. Ed Dafford for $10. Thank you so much. Says, thank you for giving me a wrench. My pleasure, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. PH Tony says, how much effort do you think TurtleBoy put into that poem? I'm not going to call it a rap. My guess is a couple of hours writing and 20 or so takes. The funniest part about it, Tony, is that he claims that his rap is a freestyle, right? So he's talking about freestyling it, but the whole way through, he's like this. He's like reading it the whole. You can literally see him reading this freestyle. It's painful. It's absolutely painful. Yeah, True Patriot is a creepy piece of shit. So yeah, not worth the time. Absolutely, Silly Wabbit, you hit us up. That's the best thing you can do. You got to fight fire with fire sometimes. You have to fight fire. Get in touch with Shiz because she knows way more about all this shit than I do. I can't read member chats because they don't come up in my StreamYard. Otherwise I would. All right, let me just grab a few more of these and then we'll have a look at the rest of this. And I got to show you something here in a minute. Frauded or Watch for €5 says, greets from Germany, troll family. Wie geht's, meine Freund? Danke schön. Vielen Dank, as it were. Anyway, so Lolly77 for $10 said, miss you, Mrs. D. Miss Jesus. Hold on. My mouth is dry. Miss you, Demon. So glad you're back and well. Thank you so much, Lolly. Missed you too. And Chrissy No for $5 says, Demon, I'll model wrestle you for charity. Did it before, but I was a wee bit young. Hey, with the lovely Chrissy No, I'll model wrestle for pure fun. Absolutely. I model wrestled by accident before. I didn't know that it was going to be a mud wrestle, but I got taken by surprise. And it turned into a mud wrestling match. Frauded or Watch says, Gutes Deutsch. Vielen Dank. I studied German for, I don't know, about maybe 6 years or so in secondary school or high school or whatever. And, or Gesamtschule. Oh, no, was it a Gesamtschule that I went to? Kind of. Anyway, and I loved it. I absolutely love German. All right, let me grab two more of these and then we're going to go back to the end of this masterpiece of music. Paul Morrison for $5 says, this raps makes Jesus Is My N seem a lyrical masterpiece. Dude, that is exactly what I was thinking when I heard him sing this. I was like, that's exactly like the Jesus Christ is my, unbelievable. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. Paul Berry for $2 says, tag team, Demon and Skeptic versus Chili and TurtleBoy. Oh, I'm down. I am down for that. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that'd be epic. That'd be fucking epic. Anyway. Christina says, Ich liebe dich, Frauded or Watch. That's lovely. That is lovely. Potluck for $4.49 says, TurtleBoy, there's a Nixon Michelle. What's he going to do? Spit or swallow? Jesus, lads, behave yourself. My mother watches this channel. Mother of Christ. Right, where are we at? Aiden and Earl. Who's Aiden? You mean Adrian? And Earl David Warden should hang out. Ugh, Earl David Warden. Ugh, creepy. Anyway.
All you got from Boston was an Applebee's meal.
I didn't have Applebee's, unfortunately. We were banned from there for some reason, and I don't know why. I had nothing to do with it.
I made you my bitch, and I always keep it real.
So, sorry about the squeaky chair. I have got to get a new chair. This has no wheels on it anymore. Anyway, so he says, because I made you bitch, and I always keep it real. Does this guy really think that he bitched me somehow? Come on, man. Like, oh shit, did I accidentally turn on his angry masturbation video? Because that's what it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Sorry. Just a bad freeze frame. And then he gets severe constipation. What? And now for some fucking unknown reason, he starts dry humping his chair while drinking. It's really, really confronting. Come on! What do you do? Again. At what point did you think, okay, I don't like Irish Demon, so because he's a troll and he's smarter and funnier than I am, and I am prettier than this man. And then he thinks that the best thing to do, the best idea here, is to make a diss track rap about me, and think that I would see that and go, "Oh shit, I can't respond to that." Really? What were you thinking? Oh my God. What were you thinking? How did your life end up like this? How did your life end up in a situation where you thought this would be a good idea at all? Like, and it's still on your channel. It's unbelievable. It's fucking unreal. PhD Tony says it's an over-the-top celebration that convinces me it took at least 20 takes for him to get it all right while still reading it. Look at that face. Look at the intensity. He looks like a really angry toddler having his morning bottle. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Yep, I'm embarrassed for him too. I feel bad for him. Again, like if he had asked me beforehand, do you think I should do this? I'd be like, no, you shouldn't. But please do anyway again. You know what I'm saying? Colin says, this is a diss track. I thought it was a conversation. It was a conversation with himself, and most of it's made up. That's the funny part about this whole thing. Paul Berry for $2 says, tag team, Kate and Shiz versus Lauren and Lauren. Sorry, Lauren and Lauren. She's a fucking clown, but she does think I'm attractive. She said that if I was tall, that I'm sexy, and I am. Both tall and sexy. True Patriot says, he didn't dislike you. What? Dislike you? Anyway, TurtleBoy gave you a fair opportunity. You proved yourself to be a coward, liar, and manipulator. An honest man would have confronted TurtleBoy about the issues. Instead, you hugged him. Okay, Adrian, look, I've already explained why I did what I did the way I did it. And if he wants me to come back out there and confront him real talk, then no problem. No fucking problem. Like, at all. Like, not even remotely an issue. But anyway. Thank you so much, Nikati. It's a lovely joke. I love it. It makes my nips nice and warm because it's quite cold outside. Sorry, I'm just being a bit of an edgelord now, but you know. Let me see here now. Are you tall? I love the accent and the beard, Liz. I am respectably tall, I would say. Anybody who's met me in real life in the side chat, would you consider me tall? I don't know. I wouldn't be abnormally tall. I'm 5'11" and a bit. So I'm just under 6 foot. So I would be kind of like average height, I guess. And my beard is, hey, you lanky bastard. That's the only reason you're saying I'm not tall. Because Colin Definitely Not Cromwell is 8.5 foot tall. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. Well, shiz, most people are tall to you, to be fair. To be fair. The True Patriot is now using a spell checker. Oh, yeah. Satsu, good to see you, says, damn, this is painful to watch. Thanks for the pauses so I can recuperate. Absolutely no problem. Zachariah Hooper's really tall. Absolutely. The True Patriot said, Demon is a coward who plays games like an angry high school girl. Men don't play game. Men don't play game. Dude, look over there, right? Are you fucking kidding? You are telling me that this is what a man does, what this manlet over here is doing. Are you serious? Are you serious? I did, Oleg Walsh. Good to see you. My mother says hello, by the way. She is a fan of your channel. So there you go. Irish Quilter says, I would say, Demon, that you're the one. Oh, boy, thank you very much. I like quilts, by the way. Me too, Oleg. I'm delighted. I am delighted. Let me see here now. Absolutely right, Krishy. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right, so let's grab these last few super chats, and then I want to show you something really funny. Paul Berry, again, tag team. Kate and Shiz versus Lauren. And Lauren? Boo Boo Bunny for $10 says, studied French for 6 years. Bonjour. Ended up in Germany for almost 16 years. Can still count to 10 in French. Let me try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I didn't even study French, lads. Do you know what I mean? I can count a fair bit in German. It gets tricky though. The higher up you go, it gets really fucking tricky, especially like dates and stuff. I still can't get my head around that. But I did love learning German. It was pretty cool. But then when I went to Germany, I realized that the vast majority of Germans speak better English than I do. So it was kind of it was unnecessary. But no, it's a fantastic, fantastic place. Beautiful language as well. I love German. Zachariah Hooper for $2 says he makes Vanilla Ice seem like a lyrical genius. And you know what? As I said earlier, he's like Vanilla Ice if the ice was methamphetamine. All right, so that is the musical portion of tonight's show. That's so fucking weird, man. Like, I just don't understand what this little victory lap at the end. Look at his face. Oh, Jesus. How, sir? How did you... Again, how did you think this was a good idea? Like, I mean, fucking more like vanilla melted ice. All right.
What? Come on!
The dry humping of his table while drinking the water like a toddler is fucking bizarre to me. Bizarre. Anyway, so then I just thought that it reminded me of this video for any of the Trailer Park Boys fans out there.
The white boy rolling around. He rolling around the city. He rolling around the town. He rolling on a bike with a banana seat. He dissing all the motherfuckers, hoes and meat. He rolling on his bike. He going to the store.
And then I was thinking, it reminded me of, I don't know if you guys remember, UK people, Irish people out there might remember fucking Honey Boo Boo.
Let me work it. I put my
So yeah, that was way fucking better than Turtle Dick's thing. Adrian, go watch Honey Boo Boo. Or is it Honey Boo Boo? Is that her name? Honey something. Go watch her. Oh, Honey G. Yeah, not Honey Boo Boo. That was that little, yeah. Anyway, go watch Honey Boo Boo. Keep trying. You might be as good as her one day. One day, you might be as good as her. If we can start calling Adrian Honey T. Oh, lads. I love how brutal you lads are. I swear to God. It's fantastic. Blue Skeptic Demon says, my mother blames my cursing on my great-grandmother, who's an Irish immigrant. I do too, because there's a very good chance that is the case. My grandmother, God be merciful to her soul, a darling. I loved her to death. There's not a day goes by that I don't think about my beloved grandmother, Kitty, but she had a tongue that could clip a hedge. She swore like a sailor, and it was fantastic. And that's how I got so good at it. That is how I got so good at it. Oleg says, what am I doing for Christmas? I'm going to be going to my brother's house with my parents and all my brother's family and all that kind of stuff. I was supposed to go to England next week for my brother's 30th. Just not well enough. I'm just really, really sick at the moment, so I shouldn't really be traveling and stuff like that. But no, it's yeah, we're gonna go have dinner at my brother's house and all that kind of stuff. Should be a lot of fun. Get to see my nieces. First Christmas with my nieces and stuff like that. Because last Christmas, yeah, long story, people dying and shit. So this will be a lovely Christmas. I'm really looking forward to it. And Paul Morrison says, F you, demon. I thought I heard the last of her. Hey, Honey G, she always pops back up, man. I don't know, man. I think it was a disgrace. I think it was a fucking disgrace that she managed to get so far in that show. A lot of people that were way, way, way more talented than her didn't get through because she was fun for them. And I think that was unfair, but as a long time ago, water under the fridge, as they say. All right, so now we're going to have a look at something else that TurtleBoy did. While we're on the subject, I mean, Jesus, you know, we may as well. All right, let's have a look. Where is it? All right, so this is over on TurtleBoy Live, the greatest YouTube channel on the face of the planet, quite frankly. So now some dirty, rotten troll sent him this. And it'd be a shame now if I had the emails. Oh, good on you, Colin. Let me know what you want to do about a release on that information. Because I'm fucking down for that, brother. Anytime. Anytime. Give me 1 second here now, and I'm going to bring up the emails. All right. So somebody emailed Adrian and told him that this was real. Now, lads, own up to it. Which one of you feckers was responsible for this? I'm dead serious. Do you not know that Adrian Carney of TurtleBoy Live, or whatever the fuck it's called now, is a legitimate journalist? And you had the audacity to go out there and send Adrian this lie, by the way, and make him look like an idiot. Did you really think that that was okay? I can't believe that whoever did that did it to him. Aaron Reed says, TurtleBoy is the next Kanye, not in the musical sense, but in the racist conspiracy theory sense. Man, Kanye's gone fucking nuts, boy. Nuts. So who did it? Own up to it. Whoever it was, it definitely wasn't me. But maybe it was, though. It might have been me. Fucking A, Irish Quilter. Appreciate that. Somebody sent him this. Now, this was something that was already sent to Chili, and he fell for it as well. This is the beautiful thing about it, right? Oh, it's magic. This guy hates me so fucking much right now, right? And that's fine. He hates me so much that he grabbed this. Now, I was on a plane. I was about to go down the fucking runway, and we were delayed by a couple of minutes, and I thought, you know what? Let's fuck with TurtleBoy. So that's exactly what I did. So I sent this to him, and I made him think that it was real. And I didn't even have the time to adjust it for him. So I just left it the same way that I left it for Chili, right? And I texted my good friend and I said, hey, can you keep an eye on this while I'm in the air? And myself and Rich Gregson were going out doing a new show together for the whatever the fuck. I don't know. I can't even remember what that story was anymore. So anyway, so I sent this to him with a big backstory, and he fucking bought it, right? Now, this guy is a legitimate journalist, right? Who gets all his receipts. And now he's after kind of, I can't help it. What am I supposed to do? It was right there for the take. And I said, fuck it. If I can do this in the 5 minutes it takes for me to taxi out to the runway, and he falls for it. Yeah, I was out in Jakarta. That's right. If I can troll him in the time it literally takes to taxi out to the runway and take off. I literally sent the last email to him as the plane was leaving the ground. I was like, come on. I was like, send before I get out of cell signal range or whatever the fuck it's called. And I text my friend. I was like, can you please keep an eye on this for me? Thank you so much, Liz. I was like, can you please keep an eye on this for me and let me know what happens? Well, when I landed where I was going, Jakarta, myself and Rich Gregson were out in Jakarta. And when I landed there in Jakarta, my phone fucking blew up. Everybody texted me, oh my God, did you really get arrested? I was like, oh, for fuck. I've never been arrested in my life. I had a high-level security clearance in Australia. I could never have been arrested. But this guy bought it, hook, line, and stinker. Not only that, so did Chili a few weeks ago, and he actually deleted it. But TurtleBoy hasn't. Anyway, now I will just clarify, I did not make this document. I did send it to him, but I didn't make it. But anyway, so TurtleBoy Live 8 days ago. God, is it that long already? Fuck, we might be due another troll, lads. Says, I emailed Jonathan. Hold on. You didn't even spell it right, and it's right there. What a journalist. I emailed Jonathan Brian Dean, a.k.a. Irish Demon, for comment on his arrest last year, but have not heard back. He had some questions for me, but now I have some questions for him. And he did, and I'll read them out in a minute. It's hilarious. So Sevrish Frijoun Naharan, which means the Irish Prison Service, and then that's the Garda Síochána, which is the Irish police. Public records request, IDWDS. Now, I wonder what that might stand for. ID may mean Irish Demon. WDS, I can't remember what that means. I was told what it means. What do you guys think WDS means? But anyway, Irish Demon, WDS. I don't know what the WDS part was. And then 412. I don't know what that stands for either. But WDS, I cannot remember what that was. Then it says ID WDS again, 412. Now, EMA stands for Eat My Ass. CDC is Chili De Castro. So eat my ass, Chili De Castro. CAMB, come at me, bro. Oh, yeah, we don't stop. Yeah, so Irish Demon, we don't stop. Come on, man. So literally says, eat my ass, Chili De Castro, come at me, bro. Right? And then it's my name, Jonathan.Bryan.Dean, crossed out as if to say, that's literally not my name. The 12th of the 10th, 1990, not my date of birth. And then it says 000 FU. Now, colloquially, I believe that means fuck you, right? 389LL5. Switch those letters for numbers, those numbers for letters, rather, and you'll find that what this lovely code here says is fuck you, Chili. Oh, magic. Anyway, so it says prisoner intake record. There's a 69 in there. I don't know what that means. Name Jonathan Bryan Dean. Needless to say, that is my name. So whoever made this put up my real name, but that's okay. I don't give a shit. Excuse me. Address 58 Muskerry Road, but it's spelled differently the second time around. 58 Muskerry Road, Dublin. I looked that up. It's just some random person's house. I have never lived in Dublin. I've been to Dublin like 5 times in my whole life. I don't particularly like going to Dublin. Garda intake ID is also fuck you, Chili. Remand date. So apparently I got remanded. Now, let's have a look at the this photo over here. I got a random email and somebody asked me to send what would look like a mugshot. So I was like, fuck it. Everybody see my face. I don't care. This is a photo that I took out in my hallway over here. And it took me a minute. But when I zoomed in on this here, it's got like the Garda emblems and some writing. And from what I make out, it says Speckley Darragh Door, which, so Speckley Darragh Door in Gaeilge in Irish translates as stupid red glasses. Now, I'm not a Garda. I've never been arrested by the Garda. But I don't think they'd write something like that on their documents, would they? That just, to me, just doesn't sound right. I might be wrong. But yeah, stupid red glasses is something that I would say probably wouldn't be on a Garda document. Dark Connection in Adelaide, South Australia. God, I always wanted to go to Adelaide. We were going to move to Adelaide. But unfortunately, family member dying and stuff, and we were moving home. And I found out one of my good friends moved to Adelaide. She's a music teacher down there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Chris White says, stolen valor. Who stole valor? Let me know who stole valor. Anyway, so Chuck in Tennessee for $2 says he wasn't humping the desk. Chili was under there. Wow, bro. Wow. Shots fired. Conspiracy for $8 says the only one here that plays the skin flute. Jesus, lads, behave yourself. My mother watches this. Is TurtleBoy, and he plays it as if there was a prize at the end. And he gets really angry about it. You know what I mean? Adelaide is a beautiful city. It's magnificent. And the temperature there is lovely. Really, really nice. Anyway, Twins grandma, you're going to want to watch this back. Excuse me. I'm not coughing as much as I thought it would be today. Tablets are definitely helping. Anyway, so let's have a look back at this. So report outline. Imleen Turschke. Mr. Dean, that's me. Good to see you, Michael. Mr. Dean, arrested 26th of the 11th. That's November, by the way, Americans. 2021 at approximately 2200 hours on suspicion of offenses against or upon the person of Joseph Andoon. Now, Joseph Andoon. The Irish name Joseph translates to English as Joseph. Easy to see. Now, translate that into Spanish, lads and lassies, in the side chat. If you would please tell me what Joseph is in Spanish. My understanding is it is indeed Jose. And the last name is Andoon. Now, what is a dune? Well, a dune in Irish. So if you see a place name with the word Doon, like Donegal is Doon na Nowell, Dunleary, Doon. Anything with Doon means fort, right? Now, what's fort in Spanish? It's De Castro, right? So it's almost as if this is the Irish version of Jose de Castro. Weird. Anyway, so apparently the offenses against her upon the person of Joseph von Doon, aka Jose de Castro, wherein he is suspected to have acted upon him in a manner which may cause distress. This is true. I've caused him distress, that's for sure. Mr. Dean was conveyed to Bridewell Garda Station, where he declined to answer any questions and was therefore held to appear before court sitting the following day. That's generally not how it works here at all. Anyway, he was unable to be held in custody due to overcrowding and was instead held on remand for a 24-hour period to Mountjoy Prison remand facility following the order of Justice of the Peace, Mr. Justice Nee Stoppamead. Very Irishy looking name there. Of course, that's not a name in Ireland, as far as I'm aware. But anyway, so let's just break this down. So apparently I was arrested and put in jail and then prison for causing Jose de Castro stress. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so apparently I was hauled before Justice of the Peace, Mr. Justice Nee Stoppamead. Now, in Ireland, a Justice of the Peace is usually some lovely old lady in the post office that signs documents for you. They're certainly not judges. Now, our High Court judges are justices, but I wonder what does Nee Stoppamead mean? So Nee Stoppamead is clearly Irish. Now, if I was to translate that to English, Nee Stoppamead would mean we don't stop. It's kind of weird because this name up here is the Irish version of Jose de Castro, and this word down here is the Irish version of we don't stop. That's weird, isn't it? I like it's a major coincidence. Anyway, Mr. Dean advised of his concern for his motorcycle due to its high value and said vehicle, a 2020 Harley Davidson. I wish I had a 2020 Harley Davidson. Do you have any idea how much they cost? Fucking hell. Anyway, due to its high value and said vehicle, a 2020 Harley Davidson motorcycle, registration 20 DI788. I think that's in reference to him saying something about 1788. I'm not sure. Was removed from the scene and conveyed to Bridewell lockup. Now, so let's just back it up here for a second, right? It's one thing, the obvious stuff here. You would think that an investigative journalist such as Adrian Carney would look this stuff up, right? Like Google these words, or even Google that justice. Because if that was a real justice, a judge or anything, you look up that name, you find out straight away. But no, he hated me so much that he just wanted to get it out there and try to shit on me as quickly as he could. Not only that, but listen to the story, right? So I'm allegedly being arrested here for causing distress to Jose de Castro, somebody that doesn't live in Ireland, by the way. And for causing distress to somebody, Adrian thinks that I got arrested, put in jail, which we don't do here, by the way, unless it's like a majorly violent offense, then you get put in jail to wait. But other than that, you don't. You just get let go. You don't even usually get taken to the Garda station. You just get asked to appear in a couple of days or whatever. But not only that, then taken to a prison for causing distress to an arsehole on the internet. And they took my brand new Harley Davidson and brought it to the lockup. Anyway, so it says, Mr. Dean was advised that he would be charged a statutory rate for this, to which he replied, shove it up your hole. So now some disgusting fucking animals in this arsehole side chat tried to make something out of statutory rate, which sounds kind of like something else. And that's just disgusting because that's exactly what these fucking Egypts do. So not only did they arrest me, Indigo Sage, they arrested my bike as well. Emotional damage. I love that. So anyway, Mr. Dean was advised that he would be charged the statutory rate for this, to which he replied, shove it up your hole. Which sounds like something I'd say, to be honest. Probably not to a cop, though. That would be a terrible mistake. Fucking spot on, Laurie Walsh. Mr. Dean was cautioned for this upon arrival at Mount. For this use of offensive language, but was not further charged. It would be very hard to charge somebody in Ireland for swearing, by the way, because basically we'd all be in jail. Upon arrival at Mountjoy Prison, Mr. Dean was requested to submit to a search where a number of articles were located. Such articles include and it was redacted. I saw the unredacted version. And it was a trifold and some other random chili-related shit. Some red glasses, I think. Prisoner handover to IPS. I don't know what IPS is. Irish Prison Service, maybe? Was completed, blah, 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 blah. Prisoner status released pending investigation. Right. So, how, pray tell, did this master over here, this genius, really believe the story, let alone ignore all of the bullshit? Like, literally, all you had to do was type in the words. If he had looked up the name of this alleged judge, he would have immediately seen, "We don't stop." And then he would have been like, "Okay, I smell a rat." Now, maybe he would have been too stupid. But anyway, let's have a look at the comments. The comments are fucking, they're magic, to be quite honest with you. Manuel, beer, and a load of shamrocks. Nunya Biz says, Chili and the turtle both fall for the same troll. Jeff Loves Pigs says, you are actually putting this up. Do you not know you got trolled hard? Did Chili send you this from when he got it? Because, he also thought this was real. IDWDS 412 stands for Irish Demon We Don't Stop. Lads. And yeah, he deleted a ton of comments, but I've got them, so it's all good. Of course I've got them. Excuse me. I'm dying. Brian Nolan says, this Mick Leprechaun can't possibly be that young. Wow, he looks older than the cows in Skibbereen. Okay. What an embarrassment to the people across the pond. My cousins know him and he's a clown. That's why he needs Shannon Mary's friendship. Has none there either. Okay. So he says this Mick Leprechaun, so this guy who allegedly has family here in Ireland, would call me a Mick Leprechaun. That doesn't sound realistic. Can't possibly be that young. I think I'm younger than what it says, am I? Yeah, I'm actually younger than that. So anyway, wow, he looks older than the cows in Skibbereen. Okay, so I live on a farm, right? So there's cows every fucking place, right? Most cows can live quite long, but most cows don't live past like 6 or 7 years old because they've done all their milking and then they get sent off to the factory, right? So that makes no sense. Skibbereen is a small area in West Cork. I've got a feeling he just realized that I was from Cork, looked up towns in Cork, found Skibbereen, and thought that it would somehow scare me by saying the name of a town that's on the opposite side of the county. Yeah, him does word real goodless. There's not a lot of cows in Skibbereen. Skibbereen is a maritime town where they do a lot of fishing and stuff like that. There's not a lot of cows there. What an embarrassment to the people across the pond. My cousins know him and he's a clown. Your cousins don't know me. If your cousins are from like West Cork area, there's no way they know me. I have only lived back in Ireland for the last year. I live now in the village that I grew up in, or like the village next to the village that I grew up in. So yeah, I don't think your cousins do know me. If they do, leave them hit me up. I'll have a chat with them. Rachel Anderson says, love it. You're amazing, Turtle. Good for you. Irish is such a liar. Prissy Texas Tomboy says, oh, honey, sweetie, bless your little heart. That's such a Texas thing to say. I love it. You might want to read the other comments and see the Turtle Boy fell for one hell of a prank. Arctic Reflections says, yeah, he's incredibly good at not checking the facts. You actually fell for this twice, Rachel. Yeah, so Rachel also fell for this when I did it to Chili. I mean, Jesus, Murphy, man. Oh, yeah, the Turtle Boy fans always use your first and middle name. It's obvious. It's fucking obvious. Don't be telling them that, fucking Diarmid. Jesus. I've actually got family in Skibbereen as it happens, and they actually have a dairy farm. I'm just fucking with these guys. Tina Marmon says, TurtleBoy, you're such a moron. That was a joke on Chili. He was never arrested. Do your research before you throw stories out. God, you watch too much of Chili. You're turning into him. Absolutely. Laugh reacts and duh. How'd this work out for you, little boy? Oh, little Johnny Dean is a criminal. Shocker. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try this again. Oh, little Johnny Dean is a criminal. Shocker. What's a criminal? Shocker? Is that a taser? Look at him, complete douchebag. Sir, is your full stop button and your comma button broken on your little clicky board there? Oh, little Johnny Dean is a criminal. Shocker. Look at him, complete douchebag. That makes no fucking sense. Anyway, Nancy says, this is the same fake arrest record Irish troll Chili with a month ago. You're a little late, my boy. Alana says, OMG, I can't believe you fell for this. First of all, Chili already fell for this very recently. Secondly, not only has Irish Demon said his name before, but he also said he doesn't live in Dublin. It's full of errors and still says, fuck you, Chili. Seriously, baby turtle. You didn't even take 5 seconds to vet this. The only thing better than an awesome troll is when someone else falls for the exact same troll. Yes. Michael Cerrone, good to see you for $2. Says, had a few Guinness for the demon. Thank you so much indeed. I'm going to have a bit of White Claw right now, I think. Lovely. Cheeseburger Tim says, is this the arrest report that said when searched she had a trifold on him? Yes, it is. Kiss a Cat says, feel silly yet? Welsh News Network says, lol, this is obviously a fake document. Irish, were you drunk when you made this or just testing how stupid Chili was? I did not make it. I didn't make the document. I did send it to him. River Wild says, I love Irish Demon. He's a real man's man. Thank you very much. Says, whether it's fake or not, I don't care. I'm sure he had his reasons. I didn't make it. TurtleBoy doesn't hold a candle to Irish Demon. He ain't bad on the eyes either. Well, fucking thank you very much indeed. That's very kind. Very, very kind. True Patriot, oh Jesus, says, a real man who talks shit over the internet, flies across the ocean to confront someone and then punks out and pretends to be the person's friend. Doesn't sound like a real man to me. A real man would have confronted TurtleBoy and told him what he really thought about him. I'll still do that. I don't give a shit. I had my reasons. I explained it. This mentally defective leprechaun is a coward with zero integrity or honor. He was so scared of TurtleBoy that he... I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at the fact that he actually thinks I'm afraid of TurtleBoy. I think I responded to these ones. Yeah, Mizzen EB says a real man's man sounds kind of gay. And I said, sounds like you have pent up sexual frustrations, but okay. Corned beef and cabbage. I haven't had that in a long time. Irish people in Ireland don't really eat a lot of corned beef anymore. And when I was in Boston the last time, we went to an Irish bar. I can't remember what it was called. And they had Irish tacos. Fucking corned beef on them. I couldn't believe it, man. It was really funny. Excuse me. How cute. A butthurt turtle sucker. And that kind of went on for a while. Bro, come on. Make it a little difficult for him, will you? He trolled Chili with this a month ago. I can't wait to see how you spin this as a win. The more I see this, the funnier it is. Irish Demon's a fucking genius. Damn right I am. And when it comes to stuff like this, TurtleBoy, you trolled yourself with the one Demon sent to Chili. I mean, how fucking stupid do I gotta be? I just put this up. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it that he fell for it. When I opened my phone and my phone fucking blew up. What is this guy talking about? Stolen valor. Who's the stolen valor person? Let me know who the stolen valor person is. I want to know. Irish wee man got you, TurtleBoy. Why would you not delete this already? Lol. What the fuck, bro? And this guy hates me. And this guy's got that same weird pent-up sexual frustration. It's crazy. So you think you revealed something? Sorry to tell you, you've just managed to reveal that you are not very smart. I love Arctic Reflections. Legend. No, I didn't see it. Chris White, I just, there's so many comments. I didn't see what you're talking about. Please do let me know who the stolen valor person is. TurtleBoy, as a longtime fan, please stop obsessing over these losers. You take that back. Oh, Blue Bacon. I don't know anything about Blue Bacon. I couldn't give a shit. It honestly doesn't. It's honestly really sad to me how far downhill you've gone. The most I've laughed during a live show in months was you talking about G and Eddie the other night. This is getting so unbelievably boring. Will be do yourself a favor and take this down before you do any more damage to yourself. Oh, fucking hell. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Oh, hold on. Irish dildo. Oh, that's fucking super clever, man. That's so clever. Patiently waiting for you to realize how utterly dumb you are pushing this. So it goes on and on and on. Now, the interesting thing here, he says, besides spelling his name wrong and getting the wrong city, it's a good check that. It's a lousy fake. TurtleBoy says his name is actually Jonathan. My name is not Jonathan. Fucking right, Michael. Especially some petty ones. I do like the petty ones. But anyway, no, I'm just fucking around. Says his name is actually Jonathan. My name is not Jonathan. It is not Jonathan. He signed a post on YouTube using that same name. That is an absolute fucking lie. Like, that is completely fabricated. Show it to me. I literally have never used the name Jonathan for myself. My name is not Jonathan. I'm much better at this than you and him. Fucking are you, sir? I somehow don't think you are. At all. Exactly. Yeah, the corned beef thing is an Irish immigrant thing. That's absolutely right. And yeah, how do you sign a YouTube post? Like, what? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's an absolute lie. Saying that that I signed a YouTube post using that name, and I'm much better at this than you and him. Again, no, you're fucking not. Evidently, Bob C. Irish douche. Irish douche has already proven he's more than willing to lie. Why do you think you would be honest about what city he lives in? I don't live in this city. I haven't lived in the city since I was living in Australia. And that goes on and on and on. And there was another thing that TurtleBoy said. Oh yeah, Bob C says, I wonder what he was in possession of. How to troll a handbook. Very good. Besides a trifold, a feckin' awesome troll. Yeah, that is my first name. Exactly. I've said it a million times. I can't see it. What was he arrested for? Probably just a stupid bar fight, unless it was anything more. This is nothing. It couldn't have been that serious if he's allowed to fly out of the country. That's a good point, actually. Irish dildos only. Absolutely. If you want the good ones, the good type, and this is where you come. You have to import them from Ireland. Look very close and see the secret code. Damn, that's another troll for Irish team. Fucking right it is. Oh, lads, it was too easy. But anyway, so there was another thing that he deleted. But thankfully, I've got it. No better, man. And thank you, Shiz, for sending me this. She's a great help to me because I'd never be able to find this stuff otherwise. Right, let me just find where it is now first, because there is... is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right, check this out, right? So these are some of the comments that were deleted. And so in this one, he says his name is actually Jonathan. We just saw that one. And Chiz responded to him saying, Aiden, it's Adrian. You got played again. You ran with completely false information again. It's amazing. And that's what he does. Now, John Hanzo, which is one, I'm convinced it actually is Adrian himself. And yeah. The True Patriot says, because you're Kate's bitch boy, nobody would know who you are without crusty panties. Okay. So I've been on YouTube a while and I have grown my channel by myself quite well. Thank you very much. A lot fucking better than Adrian has anyway. And that's just me. That's just me flexing on him because he's a fucking nobody. John Hanzo says, this is fake TurtleBoy. He did it to throw off Chili when Chili found out the personal information about Team Skeptic killing someone. ID has a history of falsifying stuff to try and discredit legitimate evidence. It's called a fucking troll, especially when it's a very obvious troll. You fucking clown. Where is it? Sorry. And when someone uses it, he goes, ja. See, he will believe anything, so you can't believe the other stuff he provides. No, it's just fucking hilarious. It's just so funny. TurtleBoy Live says, nope. This is fucking brilliant. This is brilliant. Public records request, my dude, read the top. Now, here's the thing. Is this arsehole trying to claim that he made a public records request for my fake arrest video? Okay, so True Patriot is definitely TurtleBoy because he's using the same shit. He says, you literally don't exist outside of YouTube. TurtleBoy has a website with millions of views. Are you fucking sure about that? Are you sure about that, my friend? Because I did a bit of a deep dive the last time I was in Boston. Something tells me that's not quite true, is it now, buddy? But, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, absolutely. I've been trolling fuckers on the internet forever. And I was here long before TurtleBoy was even a thing. I don't give a shit about that guy. It's just fucking hilarious. And there'll be another arsehole the next day. So anyway. Anyway, so he says, nope, public records request, my dude, read the top. Now, that's been deleted for some reason. And I don't know why. I wonder. Maybe it's because it's bullshit. Because it's TurtleBoy. You can't make a public records request like that in Ireland. Even if I was arrested, it would even be difficult for me to make a public records request for something like that. We have the, I think, among the strictest laws in the whole world when it comes to public records and people's private information. Ireland has some of the strictest protections in place for that kind of stuff. So it's even hard for me to make a request like that. So there's no fucking way that somebody who doesn't even live in the country could have made a request like that. Absolutely no way in hell. And then Shiz responded, beer, 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 smart guy. And then it was immediately deleted because that was the comment right there that Shiz made that made this guy realize that this was coming from me. Because that was the email address that I used, was beer, beer, beer. And then he had this up on the screen during his live. He says, is there anyone out there who wants to come at me who isn't being charged with a crime? Well, I wasn't. Shiz wasn't. Kate wasn't. Like, literally none of us. I know Kate has that thing with your lady friend. And I've got some questions for you on that whole thing. I spoke to her on the night. Again, I didn't know she was going to be coming there. She did come. She was perfectly nice to me. She said about how fucking handsome I was. What was the other thing she said about me? That I should be, you'd make a great lawyer. You'd make a great lawyer. I was like, thank you so much, lovely lady. She was really nice to me, you know, I must say. She was really, really nice to me. I have nothing bad to say about her at all. Because it wouldn't be my style. Unlike this arsehole over here. Nah, I mean, fucking hell, we all know the crack. But, so yeah. That was a bundle of feckin' chuckles. Now, I have some breaking news for you, lads and lassies. Colin definitely not Cromwell. Are you, sir, in the side chat at the moment? Because I got some breaking news for all of you. Oh, Jesus, Colin. We did it, buddy. We did it. Colin, I'm going to wait for him to make sure he's in the side chat. Michael says, no, Gabe, but you're a handsome dude. Well, thank you very much. You think so? Do I have the handsomeness? I think I might. I have a little bit of the gene. My dad is a handsome devil. He is. He is. Big time. And so I might have gotten it off him a little bit. It might have rubbed off. I don't know. I just got a message confirming that. But anyway, lads. Colin definitely not Cromwell is in the side chat. Now, those of you who have channels out there, I want you to clip this and put it out everywhere. Because we got something we got to tell you. Myself and Colin have been having this very open beef here on my channel for the past few months. And he's been getting a lot of hate and a lot of heat from a lot of people. I got to tell you, it was a deep, deep troll. Colin, definitely not Cromwell, got under the skin Oh yeah, Colin, if you want to come up, actually, that would be even better. That would be even better. Lads and lassies, can we get a load of fucking shamrocks in the side chat from my good friend Colin? This guy has been doing some serious work. Serious work. And it's time now to bring. I know, Rich. I know, buddy. I know. It's time to bring Colin up. I'm gonna send you a link right now, Colin. Can you message me on Discord real quick? Because you know how bad I am at Discord. Even just trying to find you on there now would be a nightmare. Just message me real quick on Discord. I'm gonna send it to you. Actually, hold on. I might be able to just find you. Oh yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna send you the link in Discord right now, and we'll get you up. This has been breaking my heart for weeks, months, because Colin and myself got on like a house on fire when I was in the States. I mean, fucking seriously, awesome guy. Awesome guy. Hey, you told me you were busy. Anyway, you can come up too if you want to. Everybody hated on him. We both knew it was going to happen. And you know what? I love you all dearly for it because I know you were just having my back the whole time. And I really do appreciate it. And here he is, lads and lassies. Colin, definitely not kind of Cromwell. What's the fucking story, man?
What's going on?
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh man, I'm so glad that we're able to bring this out now because I know it's been rough. It's been fucking. You've been getting some dog's abuse, man. Unbelievable. Yeah. So tell us, what happened? How did we do all this?
Well, it's not really we. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. It was my decision.
It was, to be fair.
Yeah, I just decided, I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to see what this guy's all about, and I'm going to see what's going on. And not going to lie to you, after 2 months of, as you just said it, receiving dog shit from everybody, I got nothing. It didn't do anything. Chili's not a terrible person when it comes to things outside of YouTube. He's a different person on YouTube. But I just got tired of it. So
I guess it was apparently your audio is clipping pretty hard. So like would you say
Yeah, now I can't hear you. You said my audio was clipping. Now I can't hear you.
My bad. I accidentally pulled my cable out again. But would you say that a lot of the assholeness from Chili, is that all part of his act or what's the story?
I would say, yeah. When you talk to him in emails and whatever form of communication he wants to talk to you in, he's a decent dude. He messages me every once in a while asking how I am. Like, he's not a bad guy. I think that the YouTube thing is just a front. I really do.
Right.
But I just couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, it must have been exhausting though, like having to put up with all that all the time. Like, yeah. I mean, would you say though that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that either way he is clearly a very fragile person. Like when it comes to anybody going against, hold on, I'm not still muted, am I?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm still muted. No, I'm good. He's clearly a very fragile person. There's no question about that. And I wonder if him being an asshole on YouTube, him doing these lawsuits, all these copyright strikes and all of that kind of stuff, do you think that's an act or do you think that that's just who he feels he needs to be on the internet?
Both.
Right.
I honestly think it's both. It's an act when he's on YouTube. But I feel like he's built this character for himself that's what he thinks he needs to be.
Right. Yeah, so, I get you.
But yeah, he's not the same person when he's not in front of cameras.
Right. Like, I've obviously spoken to him off air, that time that he thought I was going to apologize to him and all that kind of stuff. It seemed to me like he was very capable of jumping in and out of this kind of fake, polite kind of attitude to try to get you to go along with him and things like that. Obviously, that was different in my scenario because he probably had to feel like he had to keep me sweet to keep me on board with him at that time. One of the things that I often looked at and I thought this guy can actually be chill and cool is the video where JL Warren confronted him at the gas station. And he was really chill and he seemed really calm. He just didn't seem like him at all, which is really strange. So I think you might be right that a lot of it is him putting on an act for the internet. But at the same time, you have him like copyright striking all of us and getting really, really, really triggered about it, going after Kate the way he's doing and all that kind of stuff. There's surely more to that than just an act, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel you. That's what I said is he's got this persona that he's trying to maintain,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to maintain that for the people that follow him,
Mm-hmm.
and that's was kind of what I was referring to. That he reaches out to the people that follow him in PMs. Like I said, he PM'd me every once in a while just to see if I was okay. And
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not the same person that you guys see online. But it's the character that he plays online is not who he is, and it's kind of awkward, to talk about now.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Would it be fair to say, though, is there a possibility that from your time talking to him that this could be him just trying to be manipulative?
Could be.
Because we've seen
I
this before.
Yeah, it could be. I didn't get into him into to and we didn't talk personally,
Right.
so he doesn't know a lot about me. I don't know a lot about him. Didn't really
Mm-hmm.
care to. I didn't share too much information, but so it could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Because we saw a lot of this with like Tina Slay and a few other people where he would, sorry, excuse the noise, where he would act all kind and warm and nice, and then he would show his true colors afterwards. But I do get what you mean about him off air seeming to come across as a lot more relaxed than what he appears on air. And I mean, you know, a lot of us play a part to some extent on air, and that's fair enough. Like I don't blame him for that. But at the same time, the viciousness with which he's gone after people to me is like it takes a lot more than just simply an act online to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
I do, and I think that's part of the character that he's portraying.
Right.
I honestly don't think he cares either way if the the many lawsuits that he's doing. I don't think that he cares that they fail or pass. I think he's trying to build a character, and he
Mhm.
wants that character to continue to build. So that's what he feels he needs to do. I don't think that's who he is offline. It's just who he's building himself up to be.
Gotcha. So it's more to feed the perception that his followers have of him, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't want to call him a grifter, but that's what he's doing.
Mhm.
And he's unfortunately costing a lot of people a lot of money doing what he's doing.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I feel he's just building a character. That's what
I-
he's doing.
That's a very interesting perspective because I guess I never really gave much thought to the potential that he could be clearly, as you said, like costing people a lot of money, a lot of heartache to create this character that sells for him. So yeah, no, I'd never really thought about it that way. It's hard to like obviously I don't think either of us would be able to say for sure, but you have, I think, a more unique perspective having being somewhat on the inside there and being able to see him from a different perspective, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't go into a lot of personal details. I refuse to do that. I mean, I didn't want to be part of his lawsuit, so I wouldn't give
Yes, of
him
course.
details. And I didn't lie to him at all. So I tried to stay away from everything that could possibly get me in trouble. I just wanted to get to know the guy.
Yeah.
And
And were you on any kind of like secret groups or any of that kind of stuff where you got a bit of insight into how he operates? Or
he invited me onto a couple. I didn't join him. I didn't want
Right.
to do that. I didn't want to cross that line to expose myself to anything. So no.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course.
I when I was invited, I didn't accept.
Yeah, yeah. Because I guess it would open you up to a lot of shite, though. Like, I mean, you know, we've seen what he does, and be it a character or not, his either real life or his character creates serious issues for people in their personal lives. Like, whatever about me, he can go after me all he wants because I go after him, and you know it's fair game. But random supporters of channels and stuff like that, we've seen what he's trying to do and has done. So I wouldn't blame him for that. I want to welcome Shiz to the panel. Welcome, madam.
What's up?
What's happening?
Hi, Colin. I never hated you. I told you could shit all over me if you wanted to.
Yeah, and me too.
Say whatever you want. Don't hold back. I don't know. I'd be more apt to believe this was a character if it weren't for the previous stalking and restraining orders and all that showed to the same behavior.
Yeah, there. So that actually was something we were going to talk about, the restraining order that he admitted to. He immediately deleted the live stream, but I have it, thankfully. So I might actually cover that maybe on Sunday or something like that and talk about it. But just to what Colin was saying there, Shiz, like, let's say he has a character that he's playing, right? So like this character is this fucking crazy guy who will fight anybody for his beliefs and blah, 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 blah. Would it be fair to say that this could very much be the case? Like that he probably does have a lot of issues and stuff like that, but that he could be playing up to this character because that's his grift.
Well, yeah, but from a PR standpoint, that is the dumbest move in the history of ever.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But
this is Chili we're talking about. Though.
This exactly. Like even though he might be playing a character, we're not saying he's not fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like he is clearly stupid, but I think there's a lot of credence to what Colin is saying there, though. That
I don't know. I don't think he would delete things when he goes off the handle. I think it would be playing up to the character, and he would keep it up.
That's a good point too, actually.
He deletes stuff because he comes back to Earth for a second, and he's like, "Oh no, I acted like a complete psycho," and then he deletes it.
Like, I wonder if that could be him maybe realizing that he had gone too far, possibly.
No, I'm not
saying for sure it is all an act. I like my view of it, preliminary view of it, is that he is who he is and he acts the way he acts, but when he's online, I think he accentuates the parts that he thinks is going to help him. Do you get me? Does that make sense?
See that. I don't know. I don't think he's intelligent enough to keep up two personas. So
yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. And then there's the obvious, you know.
I hope it's an act. I hope someone like that doesn't genuinely exist. Like I hope it's pretend.
Yeah, but like the other side, as I was saying earlier, and I often think about this video when he was first confronted by JL Warren at the gas station. Chili was really relaxed and calm, and the way he spoke, it wasn't like watching Chili at all. And then when he got to the courthouse, he was crazy fucking internet Chili again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think if it was an act, he wouldn't have gone up and wished bone cancer on kids and all
like that. Even if that was an act, which I don't like, I think he does fly off the handle genuinely. But even if it was an act, that's still fucking just way above and beyond anything that anybody should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is just my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
From what I've talked to, the person that I've got to know as of Chili for the last 2 months, he wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't a bad dude to me, and he had every right to be. I mean, I came from your channel. He knew who I was. Absolutely. Well, he didn't know who I was at first, but then his people did his research, so then he figured out who I was. And then after that, he asked me a few questions, and then, just every couple of days, he's just like, "How are you doing? How you doing? What are you doing?" So I'm just saying, like, he's not behind the scenes. He's not a bad guy. On camera, we can all argue differently, but behind the scenes, when he's not on camera, that's why I say that's just my.
I think a lot
2
of that
cents.
too is like you didn't meet him in person, because I feel like look at Tina Slay and like anyone else who has interacted with him in person, it eventually goes sour quickly because of his behavior.
That's a good point too, actually. And so Nope as me says he played you, Colin. He knew you could be trolling him. So I mean, that's a fair assessment, like what you're saying there. Obviously, he knew you had come from my channel. Do you think it's possible he could have been just being very careful with you, just to kind of feel you out, maybe?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that's why I was very careful with what I was saying to him.
Of course.
And he could
I mean,
have
and that, and he's
who
cost
knows?
Kate like almost $60,000, and I don't think anyone that does that is a good person.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a good person.
Yeah.
No, I get
I
what
think
you're
people are
saying.
misunderstanding that in the side chat as well. And obviously, I'm not speaking for Colin, but what I understand from what you're saying is that you're not saying that he's not a bad person or anything, but just that the way he acts on screen is different to how he acts in real life.
Yeah.
But not you're not saying
No,
that
you're
he's this
just-
fucking great guy. You're
giving your experience.
Exactly.
Yes,
So just
exactly.
for people out there, what Colin is giving us right now is his experience of what he's seen. He's not coming on here to lie to you or to tell you that, oh, you know, Chili's actually a great guy. Not at all. He's just telling us exactly what he saw and experienced. That's all he can tell us. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to ask Colin to guess or to, you know, what would you say?
I would
Put
rather
bells
he
on
be
it.
authentic about his
Absolutely.
interaction than come up and bullshit to cater to
100%.
people. So I appreciate that.
And I will say this for anybody out there, you take it for what it's worth. Colin is without a doubt one of the most honest people, brutally honest sometimes, and I appreciate that about him. So you can take what he's saying as being legitimately what he thinks and what he's experienced. And please don't put words in his mouth either, because that's not cool.
Yeah, don't put anything in anyone's mouths.
Yeah, I don't like things in my mouth.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. We had that experience, and
We had that experience. We'll leave that there. Jail Warren, you know what we're talking about.
Whoa, it just got worse. When you add dudes to it, it makes it worse.
You know the worst part about
how
it
did
is,
that worse? I thought that was better.
I mean,
For you,
hey,
maybe.
Jesus Christ. I mean, usually you have to pay extra for extra meat in Subway. So, you know, if you're getting it for free, happy days. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Subway sandwiches, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Shiz is talking about.
I don't know either. She's got a filthy mind. According to TurtleBoy, Adrian, she's got the filthiest mind in the world. So I wouldn't know, but apparently
I have a
we were talking
thrilling
about
life,
sandwiches.
according to these psychos.
You what?
I said I have such a thrilling life, according to these psychos.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because obviously we've met in person, and I was expecting this absolutely crazy fucking wild lady. And then I think when we met up for the first time, it was like, hey, you want to go get some milkshakes with Kate? I was like, it's freezing, but okay. That was about as wild as it got until we went out on the town with one particular awesome lady. I had a fucking ball. That was really good fun. Hold on a second there now.
I'm just happy Colin's not going to get shit on anymore.
Yeah, it fucking broke my heart because, like, you know, he was in the side chat giving it fucking hell, man. It was awesome. And people were shitting on him. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so fucking bad.
I could take it. It wasn't the side chat's not what caved me. It was going to Chili's chat and pretending to be, you know, a fan
Friends
of his.
with them.
That's what was exhausting. It wasn't the
Like
shitting on in this chat. It was the pretending on his chat that was hard.
Exactly. I remember seeing some of your comments over there, thinking to myself, that must have hurt to type that. Like that must have actually.
I super
fucking
chatted
hurt.
him multiple times, and every single time I did, it was like, this money could be going to so much better use.
I know, right? It's I could see it. And you even said it to me, because here's the thing: a lot of people don't realize, like, there was times here online where Colin and myself were having that out in the side chat, but we were fucking texting on our phones separately, like, "Hey, Colin, say this," or fucking, you know what I mean? It was like, it sucked, but it was a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun, but I bet it was exhausting though.
Yeah, it became tiring, and
Absolutely.
going on multiple apps, especially when I got kicked off of YouTube, and all of a sudden I had to start downloading apps to talk to him. Like, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
And then you'd be worried about links and phishing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It'd be be a fucking nightmare. Sorry,
Thank you for your service of dealing with Chili.
Yeah, I didn't really accomplish much. I wish
I don't know, man.
More to report.
But even so, though, like going undercover. Sorry, the thought of you going undercovers with Chili is disgusting. But going undercover and being able to see, for you to be able to even infiltrate into that kind of inner circle, quote unquote, it just goes to show that people like Chili, people like Adrian, they don't really do the kind of level of vetting that they think they do. So when they put shit out there, you can kind of say, well, this guy Colin, who there's fucking pictures and videos of you and I together wearing red fucking glasses at the fight that he was supposed to be at. You wearing a t-shirt with my logo on, with your name on it. And he still let you kind of into his inner circle. And then people still take this fucking guy seriously. How stupid do you have to be?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You would have thought he would have questioned, why do you still have that name?
Yeah, exactly.
I never changed my name on purpose.
Just to see what would happen.
Yeah, just to see if he would ever question me on me. He never did.
It's amazing. It blows me away how fucking stupid these guys can be, though. Like, when I got Chili with that fake arrest record, I don't know who made it, but whoever did, great job. But when I got him with that fake arrest record, and then I was sitting on a plane the other day thinking, we'll fuck with TurtleBoy. And I sent the exact same one to him without doing anything to it. And he still bought it. I'm thinking, these guys are fucking stupid. Like, really stupid to be able to fall for that. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Manuel. Big time. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I just want to say, for everyone who shit on me in the side chat, thank you for that. You entertained me. You didn't hurt me. You don't have to apologize. I can't read the side chat in this. My screen's too small, but
you know, the other thing is
there's no hard feelings. As long as you don't hate on me, it's fine.
That's fucking, I tell you what, they actually kind of helped it as well, because they gave a lot of credence to it by shitting on you as well. You know what I mean?
This is true. This is true.
Which definitely helped. Mr. Shigora says, you shit on everyone too, clown. To be fair, that was an important part of the act. I've done that too. So I don't think you really shat on people though, did you? Not really.
No, I stayed. I never responded to anybody in chat, except for the people that knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So there were a few people that I responded to, but other than that, no, I left everybody alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to start beef with anyone who didn't know what was going on.
And you never came in there hard, like being nasty or anything. It was always very level and stuff like that, which I think was the best way to do it. Aaron Reese says, with all the love of my heart, fuck you, Colin.
Yeah, you're lucky I know you. So yeah, fuck you too.
And we all spent time together. Me, Aaron, Colin, JL, a whole lot of people. Crazy Manuel says, Colin is a bloody legend. Fucking right. That was a long time too. Like, it was a long fucking time.
It was about, I mean, it was more than 2 months. It might have been closer to 3 months. And it just got, like I said, I got tired of going to his chats. I got tired of that. Otherwise, I would have kept it going. If it wasn't for the exhaustion of his chats, I could have dealt with your chat. That doesn't bother me. But
I'd say his chat was mentally fucking draining.
Yeah. Some of them are okay. Some of them are just kind of misled. Some of them are okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Some of them are actually decent people. They're just, I don't know.
They're pliable.
Yeah.
Very.
You
Christina says, sorry, not sorry. I was looking after Irish Demon. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Blue Bear. Another man we were hanging out with that night. That was fucking great fun, man. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't even remember. It's all right.
Something about his side chat people.
Yeah, I was going on a rant about how some of his side chat, I think they're just there because they get attention. So, you get those people in your chats that you bring up their posts all the time or their comments, and they feel a part of the chat. And even though they might not follow the person, they just like the attention. I think that's half of his chat.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you realize this. I know everyone else has mentioned this, but 90% of his chat are moderators.
Mm-hmm.
So all those people are the people that get attention.
Mm-hmm.
So
were you a moderator?
I think if I would, I think I was at the point if I would have asked, he would have given it to me, because I verified who I was. I sent him money. He can verify who I am. But I didn't want to be. I didn't want to. That was kind of the line that I wouldn't cross. I didn't want to be put
I
on
get
a
that
list
too.
that he wanted to attack, because I mean, even though it doesn't mean anything,
It's a bridge too far.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even though it doesn't mean anything, I don't want to have to be on one of these streams and have to try to raise money for a legal defense that doesn't mean anything. I don't.
Exactly.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
No, I mean, I don't blame you either. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I still think you achieved a lot by getting in there and showing how easy it is to crack these guys, because they're just not as smart as they let on that they are, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they do all the background. I mean, tomorrow Chili's gonna dox me probably.
Oh, you reckon?
Nah, I don't know, maybe. He
So
can
does
if
he
wants
know
to. He's
already,
got my
or?
information. Luckily for me, I have a new phone number and I'm moving, so good luck for him.
Oh God, yeah. People are making a good point that I should not be vaping when I have pneumonia. That's probably a good idea. In fact, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a minute because it's getting super late and I've got a long day tomorrow. Long fucking weekend. But I'll be back anyway on Sunday. I'll see you all on Sunday. But Colin, thank you so much for joining us, man. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully people won't be too mad. I think they'll come around because they know what we're like. They know that we're all fucking.
All is fair in love and trolling.
Oh yeah, 100%. People got really mad at me over some of my trolls, and then they came around real quick, and it was good fun. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce because I can feel my cough coming on now, and I'll be back on Sunday. I think it is Sunday. And we'll catch you all then. So thank you all so much. I think I'll play us out with some musical mastery over here if you guys want to see it again. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I gotta go take care of myself. You all go take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in a few days. Thank you so much, Colin, and thank you, Shiz, for joining me. But I have got to go to bed because I'm gonna fucking die here. I'll catch you all later, folks. Thank you so much. Sláinte.
A lot of shit talking on these YouTube streets, but TurtleBoy, keep it real, cause I be bringing receipts. This info be coming, but it ain't from the Kremlin. It comes from this Mick, who resembles a gremlin. Number one grifter, they call him the demon. Dude drinks a Guinness with 2 shots of semen. Goes on his channel, runs his cock kisser. If a
Wait a second. I just remembered that I forgot to read out the super chat, so I'm going to shoot through these real quick. Mr. Binklesworth for $2 says, I'm the leprechaun. PhD Tony for 2 Australian says, no Rickroll at all in the troll, 0 marks, Nepois. Michael Cerrone for $2 says, and Demon, a good shepherd's pie. Love Irish food. I love shepherd's pie. It's my favorite food. Excuse me. Johnny D for £5 says, Sláinte. Gormila Magut. Sláinte to you, good sir. Anfia H has become a new member. Thank you very much indeed. Michelle Grant, good to see you, says, love you, Irish Demon, greatest of all time. I don't give a ID Irish Demon Army for life. Thank you so much indeed. Appreciate that. Merlin FL23 for $5 says, dude, you're awesome. I love starting my weekend watching your live streams. That's great. Thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate that. Michael Cerrone for $3 says, can I come on the stream? Shit, I wish I'd seen that earlier. I'm going to do an open panel some night soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. Excuse me. Jane Doe 22 for $5 says Dr. Law, when talking to Chili, made reference to the character you play online. Very interesting. L. McNesby for $10 says, damn it, Irish Demon, now I have to go to confession for all the evil I was wishing on poor Colin. Colin, I'm so sorry, Irish Demon. I'm suggesting that that your mother ground you. No soda bread for a month. I love soda bread. Johnny Boy for $10 says it's time for Shiz's Irish lesson. And the word of today is... Oh, wait, no, she's gone. Bollocks. Johnny Boy. I'll read that out the next time I'll get her to say it. Well, hopefully. And Out There Associates for $5 with no message. Thank you so much indeed. Really do appreciate that. Okay. Now I have got to go to bed because I definitely stayed on way, way, way too long. Thank you all so much for joining me. We'll go back to whatever the fuck this guy's name is. Sláinte.
Bitch weighs 250, he be trying to kiss her. He ain't in my league, even his hoe knows. Ain't got a job, so he lives off the donos. Afraid to face me on his whack-ass channel, like an Irish Alborland without the flannel. He ain't got friends, so he hang out with Shannon. If she dyed her hair gray, she looked like Steve Bannon. Little boy thought that I wouldn't show face to face. Suck my dick, motherfucker, anytime, any place. Ain't afraid of you, bitch. I'm way too grown. That's why you need backup. But I came alone. You was afraid of me, that I would give you some stitches. So you needed protection from two fat bitches. Kiss my ass in person. Bitch, you was bubbling. Didn't run your mouth till your ass was back safe in Dublin. Only like women if they shape like a cruiser. Friends with K-Peta, but she a child abuser. Millions of American women you could fuck, but all you could get was crusty panties and dumb truck. Talking to them hoes got your ass aroused, so you flew across the pond to bang two fat cows. She ain't got no job, she's just a train wreck. Sits her ass on YouTube and waits for the welfare check. Crusty panties is nasty, how the fuck did you drill her? Abusing your own kids was not a deal killer. Stuffed it in dump truck. You was in heaven. No one here wants her, but she a Core County 7. Had your chance to talk shit, but you was a bitch. And why the hell does Kate's face look like Jock Hitch? You said that the DCF reports was troubling, but pretending not to care when you got back to Dublin. When you safe at home, you felt empowered. Nothing to say to my face, because you was a coward. Begging for cash so you could run to the States. But when your ass got here, you hide from debates. I told you from the beginning, I come in peace. But the only thing you come in is the obese. All you got from Boston was an Applebee's meal, because I made you my bitch, and I always keep it real.